bud. Watch your language. Yeah. Okay. Have. Nice. That works. So yeah, again, weird content tonight. A little off-brand, but we are working on Monster Hunter costumes for the Renaissance Festival because we need them to work.
To be in.
I can probably get by, however. Hello, Paul Bennett. Hello, Scott Colhart, Teddy Bear Mask Maker. Gray Hawkins.
What do you think? It's not the crowd.
Jennifer Pew Pew Pew. John C. Ron Chefs. Line Cook Thor 2006. Jamie Thaxton. Cat Swift. Michelle Schulte. Chase Perry. Sean Davies.
Scott Colhart, have you already shared this on the Creepers? So I don't duplicate.
Oh, wait. Chase Perry, you get another one. Sean Davies, you get another one. Sarah R. Cripps, good evening to you. Scuba Steve, Susan Latai, Von Dyen, Line Cook Thor 2006, Jamie Paxton. Say hi again. Chad Smith, Stanley S. Kim Beady Eye, Brad Kennedy, Poison Sumac, Stricken Ghoul, Sons of Wayne, Frankendoll.
Are you new?
Frankendoll, are you new? Because I don't remember seeing your name on a lot of live feeds. So if you're new, welcome, and let's give you a Beastman fist bump.
Getting
Boom! Okay, that's for Frankendoll because she may be new. Dan McCorson. There's an I in there. Mrs. CB, Sean Regal, Anthony Saletti, Susie Gardner, Stacy's mom.
Hello, Mum.
The Weird Kid Show. I think I got it. Cat Swift, I think it said that. Yes, they're doing accent night. Larry Hughes, hello.
Scott Colhart did in fact be.
No, you're way old. You're not a commenter. Well, thank you for bothering to say hello. That way you got a shout out at the beginning. I only do those at the beginning. So, and I also do it whenever Ross Reichert shows up. So.
Hello, Ross Richard.
All right.
Alright.
Let's.
Am I going to be reading comics? It's just so embarrassing.
Yeah, comments are gonna be a little spotty tonight because they all have stuff to do. So there you go.
I'll do my best.
If I move Oswald a little further back, did I get any more of the Chapo?
Hello, John C. Cheers.
John C. That emoji looks just like Gray Hawkins. Big round yellow head and everything.
That is what her head looks like.
It is.
Hello, Gray. Ron Shed, hello. Says hey to Rue and Stacey. That's me.
Right.
Hello, Lewis McLan.
So I think I have a whole tub of things upstairs that I can't find.
Oh, no.
So I need to just go look for it for a minute.
Do you want to take the phone cam?
I'm gonna bring the tripod cam over to Rue. Rue, are you doing anything interesting?
Cat Swift, we've got you. It's on the live chat. Thank you, Mother.
I would watch. Sewing is your best thing.
This stuff shreds.
I made this shirt.
So you're hot
and
fluid.
this bodice.
Let's flip the phone cam to you. You take the phone cam.
We on pit.
We're not yet. We're about to be. Boom, now we're on pin. See, that's called framing a shot. And
That's
one
right.
day, I'll have people to do that before we hit the buttons, not Alan's going to grab the camera and run over there.
Ross just says, hello, Stacey. You're the only person who gets my name right. Fist bump to you.
Because you said Reichert?
It's Richard.
Richard. I've said Ross Reichert for like years, and he's never corrected.
Jennifer Pugh asks, is Rue doing an accent too?
Yes, he is. He'll do it as soon as I leave the room.
Probably. Charles Schultz says, oh, I love this. Getting ready for the weekend, yes. Great. Stacey, you're legally required to now give me my pep talks only in that voice. Thank you, Jennifer Pugh. This is the chemise design from Morgan Donna. So if you are a YouTube sewing fan, Morgan Donna is quite amazing. And then I think this is just a simplicity top that I've split the sides on because I got quite fat in quarantine. And in the thinnest leather I had, still a little janky around the shenanigan area.
But yes, I am still doing my accent tonight, and I will be doing it all night long, and I will be being made fun of by Alan for it for a very long time.
Quite
It's
constantly.
very thick, and thank you.
I pronounce it how it's pronounced in German. Reiche. John C. wants to know if we're playing with Roadkill.
I was playing with Roadkill pretty much. It
Thank you,
was
Scott Hobart.
my foxtail that is going to be a wolf tail for my character.
Susan Attai says, I'm loving the accent, Stacey. Thank you. I am doing my level best to keep it up all night. This is not an accent I had before. And so I've spent all day watching Doctor Who and listening to the Magnus archives, trying to retain this accent. Jennifer Pugh says, you sound Scottish.
I do not sound Scottish.
Sarah R agrees we do stand Morgan Donna. Yes. Jennifer Pugh says, you guys are so cute. You're adorable.
I cannot help it. It is.
Gray is lamenting the fact that she's not there to make fun of Rue. Cat Swift says, Stacey, no paint, no glues, no messing up clothes, this close to opening. No, we are going to be messing these up quite a bit, in fact. These are going to be distressed, I believe, a bit. Still haven't put any ties on this, but I'm going to have braces that we're making tonight. David Carter, I apologize in advance for the accent that I'm doing tonight. This is really my first time trying out an English accent. It is unfortunately wound up quite posh. Cat Swift says, you do not sound Scottish at all. Competing opinions from the Creeper Gallery. You said she does not know
It's
it.
going to rip on me for the accent all night long. It's going to bother the heck out of me.
Jeff,
Alan makes me break it.
Stephanie, how long did it take you to master that voice of yours? Nice accent. They're both smashing. When did we start talking about this?
Today?
Monday? I spent quite a bit of today immersing myself in it poorly. Ryland Chance says, if I want to make a huge animatronic to cover it, what would you recommend? Don't want any large molds, latex pieces. Fur? What do you think?
What are we asking?
If I wanted to make a huge animatronic to cover it, what would you recommend? Don't want any large molds. We'll ask Alan when he comes back.
Large molds or latex pieces.
Don't try and do.
Excuse me. I would say there are a few ways you could do it. I've done it using the melted plastic method, where you use garbage bags or black plastic in general, and just use the heat gun in order to cover it quickly. But it all really depends on what kind of finish you are looking for.
Michelle Schulte says, I hope you'll be able to post a few pics on the Creepers page when you're all in full costume. Oh, but of course, you are level best to make that a thing.
What?
Pictures of us in full costume.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah
Yeah.
R says, bless you, Rue.
You'll probably get to see it today.
Well, you're hoping.
Thank you. I keep stirring up the dust and getting very sneezy. You'll probably see us in most of our costumes today, actually.
Who says, someone say don't get your knickers in a twist. Sorry, I'm excited. Democrat says that Krampus puppet you sold was awesome. It didn't last long. I was making plans for a drive down. Well, it just went for 600?
600 today.
That was steal. Chad Smith says, Rue, you broke character. You sneezed, didn't have an accent. How do you sneeze in an accent?
Achoo! Wait, I can do it better.
Geordie. That's how people from Newcastle talk. Geordie talk. Well, initially we tried, was it a Yorkshire accent, and that was quite difficult. So, Jennifer Pugh says, Stacey, your inflection is awesome. Thank you.
I think Stacey is doing far better than I am.
I literally spent all day in front of the sewing machine watching Doctor Who.
Oh,
Gray's asking if is yours French?
yes, it is a French accent.
Gray, how is your French accent? Should we bring you in to be a coach?
No, as soon as those.
Oh, yeah.
Had a few more things.
I'm not
few
tired
more
of
things.
things.
Enjoying football?
That is much better. Thank you. Couldn't tell whether I was in
They all move.
frame or not.
Rue, you were asked a question in chat.
Sorry? Yes, I already answered. It is French.
Thank you, Jordan. It's a nice corset. It's technically not corset, just a bodice. This is the first time I've tried it on though, because right before I left the episode, I was dropping all of the
I'm
grommets in
gonna
it.
take this from you, okay?
You can take that from me. You want to look at it?
He still has a pistol. Okay, and I can't show it too much, or else YouTube will say, "Hey, you have firearms for your channel."
Oh.
It doesn't care they're not real.
No, it does not care that they're not real. All the time there are makeup channels get strikes because
Gore.
even though their gore isn't real, it's still gore.
You watch me put it on. Gray Hogan says 4 years in French. The only thing I can say in French accent is screaming, "Je suis baguette."
Just whip it.
I don't know what that means.
Cat Swoop says, "Rue, seriously, you probably shouldn't admit that."
What shouldn't he admit?
I have no idea what I am thinking.
I always have a hard time opening this case because it has 4 of these clips.
What accent is Alan going to be doing?
Some of
Oh, I'm
them
not.
go-
I'm doing
some
this
of
for
them
you.
go
It's
down.
practice. I've also learned that from doing fair, I don't teach in an accent. It mixes the message.
Chad Smith asks, "Why isn't Alan using an accent? Put about her, let's get at her."
Because I do a lot. Did he write that?
Yes.
Good.
Dawn Lees says, "I have a nice accent." Stacey, is this really your natural accent? No. No.
Hey, do you want to use this for something? That's good. Your color.
Yeah. Quite nice. Thank you.
Not that color for you.
I have a bit of this. It's close. Catcliffe says that Rue should not admit that he's speaking in a French accent.
Yeah.
Almatra Art says, "Hello everybody, we're looking fancy tonight."
Almatra art.
Ba ba ba.
There you go.
Just me. Okay.
Yeah, just you. Yeah,
Right.
I got a shoulder too.
Oh, all right.
I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, this is one that I made a
Right.
while back with the chased brass lion on there.
Rylan Chow asked earlier, but asked him to ask again when he came back. But I wanted to make a huge animatronic. To cover it, what would you recommend? Don't want any large molds, latex pieces.
Then I would do fur, like make it a furry monster.
That's what I said.
That's going to be the easiest way to do it, and fur hides all of your sins. Hello, wife.
Hello.
Hello,
Stacy
Chad.
has an accent, and Rue is here. Yeah, we're live.
The king says, "Stacey a pirate." Oh, I'm a pirate.
She's kind of like a pirate. I mean, in that she has an English accent, and that's what most people
Ross
need.
Richards says, "Alan, no accent. Chocolate blue."
I don't have one right now.
Chad
might
says, "I
do
think
one.
Alan should use the accent in
Because I do not want
No.
to speak with my accent in front.
That's a voice.
That's
Yeah,
very
your
awesome.
job
Sarah
is to
also
speak
says,
with an accent.
Yes,
I finished putting on the grommets in it.
all of these people pick on me all the time. The other people don't know that.
Langton Gore says, "Hello, Shannon." Scott Cole says, "Hello,
Hello.
Shannon." Al Mantra Hart says,
Yeah,
"Love
as
it."
much.
Thank you.
Probably not.
Bring
This
it
is
to
my new chemise.
Oh, she's smoking hot.
Okay.
Rylan Chow says, "I was thinking of using fabric, then putting bone
Were you
toe
on a
texture, detail, then covering that in fabric again, or oh, to add texture, not to toe texture."
Do a like your foam muscle groups and then drape your fur over that. Yes, you kind of have the right idea. It sounds like.
Grace's father is listening, by the way. "Hello, darling. This is your new wife now. You have inherited a posh
You know
wife."
what you have to deal with?
See if they can still be money.
Possibly.
These
Whoa.
are enough.
Oh no.
Hand pop wrist.
Right, Demon asks, how's everyone doing tonight?
My boots I have not
Doing
worn
pretty
for.
well, I think.
These also
6
used to be
years?
brass, and now the brass is all gone, and they just like they're nickel. So I have to make new ones.
Well, they fit you still.
No.
They
not
fit
really.
me.
Uh,
They'd be too dark. Should I go? I got this to try and make racing matter. It's a little thin.
try that. See if that fits you.
The King says, "Oh, master, I saw your uni video. It was splendid."
Thank you. Glad you liked it. I think you commented on that a couple times. Why are these in my fair stuff? For these little belts right here. That's why.
Yes.
I bought these at the thrift store for like $2 because I wanted those little buckles and belts. And I would look great in these heels.
That Monster Hunter strut. Computer cool braces. Well, we're trying. See if they work. It might be a little small for me. Get on there.
Have the air on.
Chad Smith says Stacey's husband may want her to do the accent when she gets home.
Maybe.
Cheeky. Getting into some weird role play there.
For the record, anybody who is actually from in the UK,
I am so sorry.
we apologize. We're not making fun of you. We have to perform, and part of that performance is speaking an accent.
Jordan Ezel says modern knight armor would consist of Kevlar armor with titanium shells bolted over it. Ray Hawkins says Stacey's trying to say the weekdays of playing devil's advocate. Week Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Only on days that end in Y. Actually, a little snug for me. Might be a bit tight. Cutting off the circulation to my hand.
That's how you know it's working. So, I don't even know if I have the other one. I'll be honest with you.
Ryland Chance is back to animatronic. If you're picking large characters, how do you determine the ratio of how each limb, body, or head needs to be?
Well, you're the artist. You figure out what you want. Find an image, use that photo, trace over it, and then you'll figure out how tall you want it to be. And then, yeah, I mean, that's what you're asking. You're asking the easy stuff. You know, how do you determine the ratio? You just determine what you want it to be, and then you make it. Truly, you're putting way too much thought into this. Simplify. I want it to be 9 feet tall. Take a picture of a monster that I like, and I blow it up to its 9 inches. 1 foot equals 1 inch, and then you do a little stick frame for it, and then you measure all those parts.
Mother asks, was Adele your inspiration? No, I literally spent all day today watching Doctor Who.
Where's the box with the buttons? It was up here.
Box with buttons.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure.
That's back here.
It's hiding. The King asks, oh master, what will you be playing? Oh, that box with the buttons.
Yeah.
Should we
Hey,
move
Ruth,
it?
try this on.
Should we move it over
This
here?
is too cool of a belt to stand by the wayside.
That is a cool belt.
It's a cool belt. The King is curious as to what character you will be playing.
Oh, I play Magnus Crane, who is one of the monster hunters who founded the museum.
Ryland Chow says, my teacher and everyone around me tells me to simplify my ideas. Two, I guess I overthink too much.
No, I'm not telling you to simplify your idea. Whereas Hotbot, rival, I never said that. Shut your mouth. I never said simplify your idea. What I said was you're overthinking how easy your idea is to do. You're making your idea, your simple idea, way harder. How do you figure out the proportions that you want? You just want them. And then you write down what you want. That's the easy part. You've got this. I did not say simplify your idea. The opposite. You can dream bigger because you're making things that are easy more complicated than they have to be. There.
Tina Kusiak asks, which Doctor, Stacey? I started out at the end of 9 and the beginning of 10.
Yes.
David Carter says you sound like the Queen.
Where?
Thanks.
Fits you a bit?
Where?
It's entirely too posh, but
Nice.
it is one that I can sustain, and that is, I think, probably more important.
Try that one.
The king says, lovely, that sounds splendid. Jordan Easel says, have you heard of a ballistic blanket? Form a protective skirt around your legs and neck.
Yes. I have.
Like your tiger pelt, or leopard pelt. Some sort of wild cat.
Leopard.
Leopard.
So we have to make another piece to fit this because I lost that one.
Chad Smith says, my accents are on point. I learned all of them from the Austin Powers movies. Cobwebs and candlesticks. There's Bav. Hello. Pets.
Hello, cobwebs.
Pets.
Tonight's going to be kind of a weird stuff night. I have all this.
Weird stuff.
Like the leather, I guess.
David Carter says, unfortunately, I'm not pop. Yes. The farther north I go, the faster it slides into Scottish. And I want to try and avoid that.
See this little bit of that one belt laced onto the other belt?
It's an extension.
That's so I can wear this belt.
Counts.
Yeah. Because they don't make $9 belts in Allen size.
Alicia F says, hey Alan, Stacy, Stan the Softman, Rue, Creeper Fam, missed y'all.
And Bug is here, being quiet in the corner.
Also Bug.
She's making it creepy.
My friend Bug over here.
Cobwebs and
Say hello,
practice. Say cobwebs and candlesticks.
I did not hear that.
In the car on the way up, practicing names that are commonly on. Please, I don't embarrass myself entirely too badly.
We ought to do more speaking.
I should be not speaking.
Actually, because Stacey's always in a corset. What's weird about that? Not always in a corset? I think this quite possibly is the first time I've been in a corset in the shop.
Ever.
If you're stalking my Facebook then, or my Instagram, then yes, I'm in a corset quite often. And if you've seen any of those pictures, you will know exactly why. Creates a silhouette that I enjoy. Jennifer Pugh says, I was wondering who that was. Alicia F says, hello, Bug. Jordan Liesel says, I mentioned titanium. Depending on its heat treat and thickness, it can be bulletproof. Most armor is bullet resistant.
Yeah.
Alicia F says, all I saw was a head, so I assumed Stan. Apologies. Well, I imagine
Stan's
the
in the other
primary
room.
difference is that this head has hair on it.
Right. That wasn't very nice.
Just saying, if you could pick it out of a minor.
Okay. Somehow, Rue, I have one of these wonderful spikes. Just the one.
With no screw to go with it.
He says, no, not that side, Stacey, the other one. Oh, the other one. Oh, no.
Not proprietary.
1980, if you find me on the internet, you didn't find me on the internet.
Hooray!
Felicia F says, I can't see that far, but fair point. Chad Smith says, between the monster hunter and the pirate costume you made, I really want to make a costume in those rounds. I have no need for one. I guess I could wear them to Walmart. Or you could come down and visit us at the fair.
Yeah, come to Renaissance Festival. They will love you. All right.
Cobweb says, titanium isn't bulletproof under heat.
Okay.
Right, but 1980 is what's an internet. I'm not entirely sure.
Silly internet. All right, so hat. This is the Magnus pile.
Jordan
Check.
Ezel says, a bulletproof knight sounds like a neat superhero idea.
The issue is how much mobility you give up when you seek to become bulletproof. You give up a ton of mobility. And modern warfare is kind of all, it's win the firefights and have mobility.
Or
Not that I know a lot about that stuff, but that's what I hear a lot of being said.
Horror Beauty says, hello, sorry I'm late. Went for a run. Love the bodice, Stacey. Thank you. I made it myself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many tactics you know if the other guy shoots.
King says, I saw a very, very overweight woman with booty shorts. I washed my eyes with bleach. I suppose you earned that. Felicia says, funny that the closed captioning is picking up Stacey just fine with the accent. Any other time, shrug. I'm also standing right underneath the microphone now, so Jennifer Pugh says, isn't Iron Man pretty much bulletproof?
Well, yes, but he is fictional. If we're talking fictional, then yes.
1980 says, if you mentioned internet in the 80s, people would think it was hairspray. Like Aquanet.
Yes.
Ken Zarish says, good evening, everyone. Big Dan Tattooer says, hey, I made it to Talk Funny Wednesday.
You did. You made it to Talk Funny Wednesday. Rue is being quiet. Stacy's talking way too much.
Sorry.
Yeah, and I'm making stuff.
And I'm trying to keep this going.
That's fine.
If I fall out of it, it goes away. Rylan Chalice, what is your visualization of a Wendigo?
So I have always preferred the classic marble Wendigo with the more ram-style horns covered in white fur, who often fought with the Hulk and has a couple good fights with Wolverine also. That's my favorite look for the Wendigo. However, I am coming around on the antlered Wendigo, which kind of has a skeletal deer head. I really like that.
I'm just trying to be quiet right now.
Poor Beauty says, wish I could make something like that. Scared mine would fall apart. I need this on my regular sewing machine, my standard sewing machine. And it seems to be holding up all right so far. This is literally its first test under pressure. Kalisha F says, never too much if she's reading the comments.
Right. That's
Edson
true.
Juice says, good day, my lords and ladies.
That's right. It's it. All right. I'd like to hear that from you.
Ken Zarish says, good accent, keep it going. Sorry, Alan.
Too right. Oh no, of course, keep it going.
Ron Shep says, great
That's the
YouTube
whole
Wednesday.
idea.
Think my wife is going to have me make a unicorn skull her favourite mythical creature.
And you should.
Stacey hit a Red Bull before streaming, Cobweb says. You are not incorrect.
I just think that the accent maybe changes the speed a bit. And you
Well, I
speak,
talk fast and
you speak faster more than normal.
That's true. Jordan Easel says the medal would be focused on the head, chest, arms, and feet. Of course, the wearer would need to be a bodybuilder.
Sometimes I wonder if he's got another chat open, like in another room or
That is entirely
dimension, where he's doing all of this talking. And it's like he's here with us, like a departed person, but he's not quite here with us. Right.
Riot Demon Ass says Rue also a monster hunter?
Too right, he is. He specializes in werewolves.
1980 says I thought Wendigo was a brown fur mutant.
No, normally, yeah, he's very white. Yes, it's white fur. Yes, Sasquatch is brown.
Ken Zarish says you too, Alan. Complimenting my accent.
Butterfly is by far the lamest of all superhero groups, by the way.
Living on the Bluff says hello. Thank you, Scott Coldheart, for sharing our Stiltney Studios Teespring.
So, Rue,
Ken Zarish
Yes,
says, what about you? Let's hear it. Yes, this is awesome.
so something that I've got, that I do, is anytime I'm not sure that I can say something back in accent, before I even start speaking, I say too right, and then that little bit that I say before all kinds of things sends me the right way.
Wait, I
Jennifer
shall just say merde and keep going on my way.
Pugh.
Can I say that?
Too right? No, not at all.
Okay. Never mind. I'm sorry, everyone.
Jennifer Pugh says the beer is in the pickup truck.
Too right. The beer is in the pickup truck.
Say, Alan,
What?
do you think I could use this as strapping for?
It's not going to be very strong. It doesn't have a lot of strength to it. It's got a nice look, but not a lot of strength.
Trying to think of what I could use it for.
The King says, Alan, you sound like Sing How.
I don't know who Sim Cow is.
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, Simon Cowell. I got it.
Huh?
He is also English, all right? If that is the depth and breadth of the expanse of your knowledge of accents, sure.
Simon
What
Cowell. There you go. Edson Hughes says, I was fine by the end of the day. My accent felt slightly Irish for some reason, and I cannot know why.
As long as you say I sound like insert famous British person, all right, then I'm winning.
Blanket Claw says, this is so awesome.
Bob's your uncle. We're good with it.
Chad Smith says, I just have to say this accent night is fun. Rachel says, I was thinking of Sasquatch who coincidentally thought Wendigo. But thank you. Sorry, there's a lot of comments to me.
Right, there he is. They're very chatty because we sound weird.
Cobweb says, I hate toast ovens. Purple monkey dishwasher. There you are.
Would you go to tripod, please?
There you are.
That's terrible. Why would you do that? There's no one's looking at anything.
Only because you asked me to. Chad Smith says, tell Rue to channel Pepe Le Pew. But King says,
Really
"Then Papa,
much
what time we're
Pepe
going
Le
out
Pew.
tonight?"
What?
The King says, "Then Papa, what time we're going out tonight?" Ryland Chow says, "I think I'm going to combine the Outlaw Wendigo and add the wings. Might be against the realism."
You know what? I think that, well, I never envisioned Wendigo with wings. All right, so I don't know where that came from. Maybe that's just you. Now, but if you want people to know it's a Wendigo, then I wouldn't put wings on it. And I would go with the antlers because that's the modern version of a Wendigo. But if you put wings on it, just make your own cool new creature. It's got to look a little bit like a Perryton or a Jersey Devil.
Cobweb says, Sabretooth killed Wendigo. I think they are on Wendigo 3.
Well, right. See, Wendigo's like a virus.
Oh, it passes from person to person.
Right. Well, it's a spirit. So, and when you are driven to cannibalism to eat another person, you get possessed of the Wendigo spirit, and then you want to eat more, and then you turn into a Wendigo.
Jennifer Pugh says, what does Bob your uncle even mean?
It means that it's easy because if you want to get a job, it's easy because Bob's your uncle and he owns the shop. So that's why Bob's your uncle means it's easy. It's as easy as having an uncle that owns a shop.
Edson Juice says, you sound fine to me, my lord. Does anyone know where the privy is? It's right there. It's in the corner. You can't miss it.
All right, I can see all the people here who went to a Ren Fair once. Great.
One time.
1980 says, funny Sabretooth saw his wrong dagger teeth. Kenza reaches, it reminds me of the mighty python.
Oh, the mighty. All right, so for the record, I think the mighty pythons might be an adult site,
Oh no.
but you need mighty python, like a singular python, which I've never even seen a snake when I've watched all of their shows. However,
Not one.
right, those are very funny, and also British. So thanks, I guess.
Cobweb says, it's burning my darn dragon claw. Oh, I can't
Find
say
your lack of
claw.
culture refreshing.
Claw. Oh, that's hard.
Claw,
Claw.
right?
Claw. Ryland Chow says, a Jersey Devil and what?
Oh, a Periton.
Periton.
P-E-R-Y-T-O-N. They kind of have the heads of an angry deer, and they have wings, and they're often seen on heraldry. They're kind of one of the heraldic animals. So, yeah. They don't eat horses. They go after livestock. Griffins eat horses.
Joe Reese asks, will you ever make a mask of man-wolf or werewolf by night from the comics?
I don't do a lot of like licensed characters. Now I've made a lot of werewolf men who you might say, oh, that's man-wolf. Sure. That's werewolf by night. Sure, of course. Sure, of course. All day. But no. No.
But no.
No. Now, see, if you see one of my masks and you say, can you make that one up like it's werewolf by night? I might say, yeah. All right. Sure. Sure, of course.
Riot
Okay.
Demon asks, was there a movie recently with Wendigo?
There's been a bunch. Right? There's Dark as the Night. There is, I just watched a good Wendigo movie the other day.
Is it called Wendigo?
It comes at night, maybe? No? I don't know. There is a few, there's like 2 movies called Wendigo, which are good.
The Reach says, I wish I could join y'all to do the accent. I hear it myself all the time.
Alright.
Cobweb says, Werewolf by Night, very good comic. Tutwork Studios says, hello everyone, have you seen my budgie, Multi Rules?
I don't even know what a budgie is. What's a budgie?
Bird.
What?
Pet bird.
It's a bird
Alright.
or sandwich. Could be a sandwich.
See, alright, see, I think
It's a budgie.
like
It's different.
birds, they're probably the worst pet to lose. Because, like, you know, it's a cat, like, you look under bushes, right? If it's a dog, you look by the side of the room. And if it's, like, but if it's a bird, you're like, well, it's gone. That thing could go anywhere. I'd hate to lose a bird.
Ezekiel Bradshaw says, good evening folks, English for change, great.
Right, it's like English, except it's spoken by us, savages. Absolute savages.
Well, absolutely terrible at doing it.
Felicia says, I always knew that Bob's your uncle meant easy, but I never knew the history / story behind it. Thanks. Kenzarush says, spell check, maybe put the S on Python. Sorry. 1980 says, R-O-T-U-S.
R-O-U-S.
R-O-U-S, sorry.
R-O-U-S. Now, what's he talking about RUSs?
Room for the
Our
unusual
own some
size.
unusual size.
I know what they are. What did he say about them?
That's all I got.
Because he apologized for spelling it wrong, but I don't know what the reference was.
Not entirely sure. Chad Smith says, when the kids were younger, we used to have British tea parties. My wife took a video once. Makes me chicken cook it. That'd be lovely. Danette Burton says, hello, Mr. Stiltbeast, Miss Stacy and team. Hope you have a successful weekend with the monsters.
Too right, and you.
But much smaller.
Well, not that you're going to open a museum yourself, but if you did, I would wish it to be a success.
The King says, I love this new Alan. It sounds fun. Imagine doing a video of you speaking like this for a YouTube video. It's fantastic.
Now, see, right, this is just work. I mean, this, as an actor, sometimes you have to talk weird and different, and that's what I'm doing now. So, this is part of my job. It's the same as me painting something. You've got to just have it be right.
Edson Juice says, you totally making a closed caption lose his mind.
I think actually it's keeping up with us better than normal.
The irony.
But what are you doing now?
Like
So
Martin
draw it on
says
paper,
hello.
and then you're not gonna like waste time. You know what I mean? Draw it
I
out.
like it.
How is it going to
I placed
attach
it up
on
for
the
the first time today.
Build it through your body out. Makes sense. Wait, do that.
Janet
Right.
Burton says, oh, y'all are in character, loving it.
No, I'm not in character. I'm just in dialect. Right? Yeah, I just sound like I sound like I'm working because it might help others in the room.
The King
In order
says, I
to-
am, mate. Will you be wearing that vest you're constructing? Will you be weathering it?
Of course, I'll be weathering it. Not when I'm looking like this.
Big Dan Tattooist says, if I went to fair, I'd dress like Ash from Army of Darkness, so I wouldn't have to do an accent.
That's true, right? I guess.
Ezekiel says, Alan needs to go all Cockney.
Right. See, Cockney's really hard. There's a lot of changes. I'm a little more continental. There, that's it.
What?
I'm a simple man.
Janet Burton says, like watching the BBC channel.
All right, I guess.
Ken Zarish says, love the guns. 1980 says, the closed captioning was set for English, not American. Edson Juice says, Sir Alan, will thee be tooling thy leather also?
There is no American.
No, I'm not going to be doing any tooling on it. You know what? You say that until you speak to a British person who says you speak American. If they made it up, I'm going to trust them.
The King says, those vintage pistols are beautiful, mate. Greyhouse Hop says, this parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. Courtesy of John Cleese.
She's unparroted.
Cobweb says, it's pretty crazy how the closed captioning is better with accents than plain English.
Right.
The King says, as we say back in my land, hi-yo, toot toot.
Do we say that?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, not in Texas, we know.
Also, it probably doesn't hurt the closed captioning, but I'm sitting almost directly under the microphone. Whereas usually I'm quite a bit farther away. Cobweb says, are those Spirit Halloween Assassin's Creed revolvers?
They are not.
No, they're a bit nicer than that. They've got a bit of weight on them. Handles are real wood. Yeah, I try not to bring too much things that are actually plastic to the festival because it's your eye catches it. I think more than I want it to.
Ezekiel says, English is plain English.
Too right.
If you are just joining us, you are from England, I apologise intensely.
Well, this is a public service announcement. We're not trying to trash your country and make you all look bad. We're just looking bad ourselves.
Cobweb says those are cool.
All right, so now that I've got my,
Are you
I've trimmed up my eats.
on
Now,
the camera? Would you like to be on
well,
camera?
I don't even have one pointed at me. I
You
don't
surely
think.
not.
Try Osborne. What's
Osborne.
Osborne? I'm barely on Osborne.
Barely.
I'm hanging
I
on
think
the Osborne.
Osborne is still holding the mirror.
That's fine. I'm in the
I
room.
think it may be central. Okay.
Retired for the evening. Osborne.
Probably take
Ezekiel says can't wait for the Australian show.
The
Oh,
guy that
no.
is using.
Right, I already know I can't do that. What are you saying over there?
I'm saying that we should take the camera off of the guy that has the pistols.
Oh yeah, turn it around.
Oh, we covered them. That's fine. Would you like a hand?
What? Yeah,
Getting strapped.
right. Zipper me up, all right?
Right, Demon asks, what weight in ounces is the blue leather that Rue is using? It looks very soft. Is it cow?
It's
Very soft.
well, it's chromium tan, and it's probably about a 5 ounce.
Oh, still. There you go. Your poor wires. Have you taken those down yet?
No.
All right, there you go.
All right, so this is way better. I've got much better mobility and movement.
Ike
All right.
Camacho says, say it's just a flesh wound.
That's nice. It's just a flesh wound.
Cobwebs, I saw goat leather. 1980 says, I think a true pirate bandolier should seal hide perfectly. Preferably. It's the juvenile variety. Chad Smith says, okay, my wife posted the video. The accent is horrendous, but hearing my kids laugh put a smile on my face. Wish they were still that age.
That's important.
Jennifer Pugh says, tis but a stretch.
What's up, my weird neck buckle back there?
Only a bit.
Less of it.
Do you,
I don't even mind it though because
Okay.
it's going to be covered up. I've got a fur drape that goes on.
hot?
Right.
Sean
I hate
Regal
myself.
says, all replica weapons.
Right. I've already decided that I'm not going to be comfortable out there.
Cobweb says, stingray's hide. Crazy cool.
And you know what? That's the preferred handle material for samurai swords.
Seal.
No, stingray.
Oh, stingray.
Right, you just said it.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. I'm only reading the comments. I'm not plus.
So any person who says that the horn I used for the unicorn, or in their comment, was a narwhal, I'm just posting the narwhal video. That's my comment.
Did you make an album video?
No, not my narwhal. Narwhal's living in the ocean.
Oh.
Right. Right, it's all bubbly and bubbly.
Getting that said in the accent was impressive. Must say.
Isn't that supposed to be one of the tests of an accent, if you can sing in it?
Oh no. So I don't know why Bono can't sing in his accent.
Ken Sarish says it looks rather marvellous.
Suddenly he's from Kentucky. I don't understand.
The king says so.
I don't know
Ezekiel
why.
says shark hides are cool too.
Right, yeah, a little like
Shark.
they're like cat's tongues, but it's their whole skin.
Quite rough. Do you think I could throw up another knot in this? Another hole?
Sure.
Not quite.
Grab it, sure. Put a hole in it.
I brought a punch.
Oh, all right. Sure, do it the long way.
Sure. I'd improve that grip strength.
I'm not going to stop you from taking more time than you need to do something.
Karen S says that little song was hilarious. Jennifer Pugh says Spamalot. Sing it. I don't know that I know the song from Spamalot.
I don't know.
I know, I mean, the Spamalot song from the Holy Grail. I like to push the Spamalot.
This family.
I'm saying that that's not
Oh,
very, very silly place.
Camelot. I like to live in Camelot. And I've never ever seen it. It's a musical, so it's out of my realm of enjoying things.
Cat Swift says, Alan, you cannot cut out that neck bulge. The fabric on round shoulders needs darts, not a cut. But it doesn't look bad, actually realistic.
So it's going to be covered up, and I like that it's going to add a bit of beef to my fur neck. And I'm not going to say my fur neck anymore because it makes me uncomfortable.
Cobweb says, oh yeah, their skin's millions of tiny backward barbs. Big Dan Tattoo says, what is the big pink forehead thing?
Oh,
Listen, I have a name.
Stacy, be nice. So that it's sort of a project of a future date.
1980 is being cruel. She's having a terrible time tying her twisting tongue around the terrible tongue twisters thrust upon her on the telly.
Well, you did that. That's pretty nice. You did that. Let's see how you do that. All right, let's see. She's having a terrible time tying a twisting tongue around the terrible tongue twisters thrust upon her on the telly.
That's not terrible.
Right.
See, we got it. Ezekiel says, let's all look on the bright side of life.
Right, so it's like the event is like long, all right? It's 8 weekends. So that's why it takes so much prep. It's 8 weekends, pretty much from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. every day, Saturday and Sunday. Every day that is Saturday and Sunday. The other days it's not that.
With the notable exception of the weekend, the way it's long, it goes on Monday as well.
Right, the last one it does on Monday.
Jennifer Pugh says, well, I've never actually seen Spamalot either. I was talking about the Camelot song. Dan Burton says, will you be filming any sequels of the event? It would be awesome to see you all in action.
Well, what do you mean a sequel? Like what? Let's just say I might do some filming there. All right. What I might do, if I can ever get this to work, the live video via phone, fundification. If I can do that, then I will secure it upon my person and do some secret vidya.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for sharing our
special
Patreon.
pouch in order to.
Riot Demon is laughing. The king says, "Get it, Stacey. She told you to suck it." It's a Triple H form.
Right, so do me a favour and read what the king writes before you read it out loud, alright? Would you do that for me? I'd appreciate that, because
Do my level.
sometimes the king is off the rails and he says things for his own enjoyment.
Rue, what did you do with that punch?
It's over here, sitting on my table.
I think one might punch with a punch.
Cobwebs and Candles Degeneration X. Yeah, now I've officially aged myself. You can tell when the last time I was watching quite a bit of wrestling was.
Alright, so the last time I watched, I enjoyed a match between Jimmy Superfly Snooker and Don the Dragon Wilson. So there you go.
So quite a bit before me.
Right. All the wrestlers I like are dead.
The king says, "I'm so evil." Alan, you started in last night's video. Ike Macho says, "Support still bleach." Thank you.
Thank you.
We
So
try
I hope
to support.
you guys are enjoying the Real Heroes of Still Beat songs at the end of the videos, because they're honestly a lot of fun to do.
Rylan Chow asked about Transworld Prep.
Let's go to Pip, please.
It is not Transworld Pet.
No, I'm not there yet.
It is.
I have some things prepped for Transworld, and then as soon as the museum opens, then I'm going to prep like crazy on on Transworld. But right now, this is the bill that's screaming loudest, and I've got to pay it.
Dennett Burton says she did not mean sequel, she meant sequences or fragments.
All right, that makes marginally more sense.
Cobweb says it's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Don the Dragon Wilson was a kickboxer.
Right, that's it. Well, although he did do, didn't he do one MMA match? And if I recall, the commentator said, well, he really can take a beating. There's one thing you don't want to say about a fighter, is that they can really take a beating. So it means they're not winning.
Oh, with the king, I'm not entirely sure what that says.
But I think that's probably best. Right.
Big Dan Tattoo says I wrestled Jimmy Snuka a few times in the early 90s. He was a good friend.
That's awesome.
Ike Camacho says, what about the Von Erichs versus the Fabulous Freebirds?
No, see, wrong federation, all right? They were not famous enough for me. I did not have them in my area.
Jessica Van Hook says, we need a collection of the Real Heroes of Stiltbeast flips. They make me laugh for the rest of the night.
Oh, really? I'm glad about that.
I enjoy this.
You've got to say noise, noise, noise before you hit the hammer. All right? It's helpful.
Not just for the dogs.
You say noise, noise, noise.
I thought that was just for the dogs.
No. She's right here. Call her Stacy.
I have a name.
Hoping to like everyone.
So I've got tan and I've got dark brown. So I'm doing the tan on the inside and I'm doing the dark brown on the outside. I did miss the leather a little bit first, and then I'm going to blend those together.
Dave Jennings says, well, I bought hair and supplies today while shopping. I shared your channels with the staff, so hopefully some new stuff will be added soon.
Well, also, that's great of you.
The king says, sorry I got you in trouble, Stacey. That's all right, I got myself in trouble.
Right.
You just helped.
Yeah.
Jennifer Pugh says, what if the dogs don't understand the accent?
I don't think they care. They care about the intent. As long as they can tell, all right, he's going for a biscuit, then that's fine.
1980 says, is that Tandy Leatherstein?
It is, right? This is tan and this is dark brown. These are like 5 years old. But I watered them up, good as new.
Are you working on something for the pistols?
Yeah.
Are you Googling like how to build brake systems? I mean, you know, when you make it. What are they called? You pull a pistol out. It holds a pistol.
Holster?
It's like a holster, right. But you Google it, you're just kind of making it up.
I'm going to take this over here, because I'm not actually doing anything right now, and let them
I made,
get a secondary
I made
angle on
other
you.
posters for real weapons, and I'm trying to make it
Hey.
a little bit mature, because these cannot be, because they could be actually formed
No, I'm actually kind of liking that. It's nice back support.
All right, let's close the door, people.
I think that was dogs.
All right, but that means that what came out of elastic and closed it. Because they just pushed it open.
The king says I always throw
All right,
bait,
Steve, now I'm stuck in it.
and
I'm going to have a hard time getting out.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
That wasn't my intent.
The king says I always throw bait, and I love to see who takes a bite of it. Sometimes it's Alan. He realizes after he says it out loud.
Rarely. Well, that's always when you thought it was funny. Right, so now I've got a nice two-tone on there, but I've got dark on the edge, and I've got a lighter in the middle. And then I like doing lots of werewolf scratches on there every now and then. Yes, thanks. All right, someone just subscribed. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's
So
quite
who was
nice.
that?
I
Who
hadn't seen that.
subscribed? It was
What does it say?
Larry Council. Larry Council,
Larry Council, welcome.
thank you for your subscription.
Was that another one? Is it
Wait,
the
that's another one. That is TS95 2000.
TS95.
And
2000.
Pixie.
And-
There's a run, all right? There's a
Oh, my.
run right now. You've got to get up closer there. You
Oh,
read
sorry, I
it.
can't see it. Hang on.
All right, please
Chad
want
Smith is the
subscribing.
formula from the prop going to be on top of the museum or for something else?
That's going to be, it's a sign. Right, it could be on the outside. You want to look up, you want to see it, it'd be great.
I painted the rest of it.
Right, she did. She
Okay.
painted the rest of it back at the museum.
Yeah, they're pleased with it. The king says, I love the new animation.
Right, well, see, it's not new. It doesn't,
Only-
it's kind of like Rue. It works when it wants to, you know? It's not terribly consistent.
Jennifer
Much
Pugh
like
says-
his accent.
Jennifer Pugh says,
Yeah, very funny dog.
3 new subs.
Right, two right. Where were you when I was trying to reach 1,000?
Quite nice.
The lot of you.
Well, I'm sure you can push more than you were previously.
Two right. You know, I think it's a funny accent they like. I should have to talk like this all the time. Now they think we're in the UK. And we've got to just keep up the sham for those 3 people
I know.
and just pretend. We're getting ready for a Renaissance festival that
Fine.
we work at.
Grey House Haunt says that new subscribers are going to be disappointed when they find out you guys aren't British.
Right, they will. Right, that's what I was just going over that.
Unless they are currently British, and then they will know.
I was writing a pamphlet to. No, you know what? I've had 40-minute conversations with people, and they're guessing where I'm from based on my accent. And I'm like, well, all right.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for posting the Stiltbeats Live Creepers link for the Facebook group. The King says, imagine that. Flora Beauty says, tea time now.
Wait, you can't just say imagine that. Imagine what? Like, what were you imagining?
Not entirely sure.
I'm good at imagining, but you've got to give me some information, the king.
The King says, I think we're going to have a Boston tea party.
You're not even making any sense.
What does he about?
Third Degree of Terror says, bloody hell.
Too right, too right. I don't say that. I like to not use curse words on my channel.
Sorry, I'm just... He did abbreviate.
Right, but you said the whole thing. You got duped again.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm mocking you. It's all
That's
right.
my hand. Chad Smith says, I love how that turned out with the light inside and the dark on the outer edge.
Right, isn't that fun?
Distressing built in.
Yeah, that's the trick that I do. The trick. I use 2 different colours of stain, and that helps me get distress.
Edson Juice says, fairly well.
I used
No,
to
that's
make. Good night, Edson. I used to make a lot of leather masks.
Horror Beauty says, the King doesn't have to answer to anybody.
Oh, right. King doesn't care.
Ross Richard says, cheeky monkeys. The King says, I never make any sense. My life never does. I'm just random, like, I'm full of rubbish.
Right.
Hello.
The next thing the king types out is going to be like, thanks for the potatoes. And I'll be like, what potatoes? And he'll be like, oh, got you. Okay.
That is probably how it will go.
Right, see? Though I did offer to mail someone potatoes. And you know what stopped me? You know why they didn't get a potato mailed to them?
Customs?
Right, the state of California will not allow you to mail any vegetables into the state. They're on lockdown. They're afraid you're going to steal their avocados. This
Oh,
stain,
that is a difficult word.
this stain is wonderful, but it does it looks like a baby made a noise in a jar.
Noise.
What did you knock over?
A whole thing of spray paint.
Oh, right. We always keep that in the sink.
Kinsbury says, "Where's the rum, Muppet?" The king says pineapple.
Right, pineapple.
I'm
right.
in my bar.
That's the king's safe word.
Ron Shep says potatoes cause cancer in California.
Right, exactly. Everything causes cancer. It's known to cause cancer in California. Right, we have a cancer in California story from a work episode we did.
1980 says no one expects a Spanish Inquisition.
Right. If you wear red robes, they're gonna expect it. You know, like you've got to change the uniform, and then no one will suspect your Inquisition.
Horror Beauty says, so you rub this in like shoe polish. Do you buff it off too?
I do. Right, as often as I can. Sorry. No.
And I'm in trouble for saying.
Whoa. Right, there's a difference between innuendo and innuendo. You got to, when they think about it for a second, right? That's okay. But like,
Kings
you
is like too
smell
much
with it.
potato.
right.
I definitely eat too much potato. Ross Richard says stupid hobbits in their second breakfast eating all our potatoes.
Right. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Potato.
Mama said that's not a hobbit, that was Sam, but he was a hobbit.
He was a
Turns
hobbit.
out he just wasn't one of the Yankee ones, ranky ones.
Ron Shep says, huzzah, buff it off.
Right.
Jennifer Pugh says, Alan, does your monster museum have a Fluffy, the three-headed giant dog from Harry Potter? I can't think of
No.
the name, but a Cerberus?
Cerberus, right, that's what I mean. No, but we're going to have a Garm, which is like, it's a Norse version.
Warm.
Right, that word, with anything that ends in RM,
RM.
like say warm,
Warm.
say Garm.
Go on.
Right, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know there
Garm.
was going to be quizzes.
Well, there is. Cool. Just going to walk out here scot-free.
I hope I'm not entirely too Scottish.
No, no.
That's
you're
okay.
correct.
It took longer than I thought for this stream to get a bit crazy, but I'm surprised it took Alan. This Alan that took it there. Jennifer Pugh says, "Can you spell it?"
Right, G-A-R-M. Right, G-A-R-M. Right, and that's a Norse giant wolf monster.
And we shall call him Fluffy.
Right, so... Right, it's a myth of... Boy, it's got to be really hard to say Norse names,
Norse
right?
names.
With... What the actual
Yeah,
names like...
no.
How do I say Tia with a British accent? Right, Tia.
Tia.
Right. And then Thor, alright. Alright, so it's the same. It's
Pretty
not hard.
much.
Alright. What was I talking about?
Not entirely sure.
Oh, the big wolf. Tyr, the god of war, tricked Garm by putting his hand in his mouth, some trick, and of course Garm ate it off, because that's what he does. But they were able to get a magic thread around him and tie him up. In the end times,
G-A-R-M.
right, Garm kills Odin and Ragnarok, and Jormungandr kills Thor. They kill each other, all of them. It's like a weird death cult party.
Horror Beauty says, Asian myself, but mashed taters. Boil them, mash them, stick in the stew. Alan should get it.
Right, I do. That was quite the raid song for a
Now,
while there.
Do you have to set that with anything? You have to heat set
I'm going to
it?
buff it in a bit.
Oh, right.
I'm going to do this one, but I don't care what happens to it.
Right.
Like, if you really care about your finish, you would buff it out and then put a sealer on in. But this is, I want this to be lived in. So,
And it won't run if you get it wet.
a bit, but only for a little bit. Once it's locked into the leather, your excess comes off.
Right.
But I am going to give it a spray seal.
Apparently there is some questionable spelling. It's Gara? G-A-R-A?
No, G-A-R-M. Garm. It's one of the Norse children of Loki. He had 3. It was Hel, Garm.
Sleeping?
No, that was Odin's horse with the 8 legs.
Oh, right. Trying to, where am I?
Caught me outside on my bullfinches, I'm afraid.
It's not in your wheelhouse.
Oh, it's my wheelhouse, but it's not where I park it every day. And the king, it's not Garuda, that's the big bird from India.
It's got like gum all over it. It's quite sticky.
Alright.
I'm not liking it.
That's fine when you know why. If you don't know why, put it down.
Mystery sticky.
Call an adult.
I need an adult to adult. Jennifer Pugh says, did you make one of those in a really old video? Greenish fur.
Well, no, I made a QC back then. That's what I made.
Hello.
Look at that. Thing of beauty walking in the door. And underneath it is my wife.
Oh, it's dialect night. Is it terrible?
Even Alan was there.
Alright, you got us like 3 subscribers.
That's right.
We've got to
But they
fake
think
this
we're
forever now. They think we're in the UK.
Well, go on and eat yourself and tough and don't be talking to me again. Come on, doggos.
Well, just like that, I expect her to say, I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. Right.
Ken's the reach says, if you come any closer, I shall fart in your direction.
Well, that was very rude. Why would you say that?
Ron Shep says, hello, friend Rue and Yormanga. Ooh, Yormanga? Yormanga? I don't know.
Right, you're a monger.
Yoramanga? Hell. Oh, the camera on Pip is frozen. Okay.
What?
Did it get unplugged? Surely not.
Which one is which?
It's the
No,
tripod?
they're not frozen.
Oh, perhaps it's the connection.
What? But it's working. I'm looking at it.
Right, but that's our feed, not the my feed.
Maybe it is their
Let me check
connection.
the. Oh, please.
Is it?
Oh.
Say avocado if it's working.
Who's alive? Jennifer Pugh says that's why she's the queen of the bear. Right, it's a
Right, if it was unplugged though, it would be gone. I think.
Right. Scott Clinton, hello. Good evening, Creeper family.
Right, too right.
King says, yeah, I'm in the mindset that I want to build something, but I'm not entirely sure what to do.
No one else is talking about it. I don't know.
It's fine.
Maybe I was just still for a second.
entirely
Must have freaked him out.
Right, Demon says avocado. Chad Smith says it refreshed. 1980 says the same zany still beast with an Oliver twist tonight. Kids are
Well, I
reaching
see
from
what
the
you did
Holy
there.
Grail movie, Monty Python.
But I know that. It's just out of context. It's always funny when someone says that. You're like, why would you say that to me?
Right, Demon says it froze, disappeared, then came back and worked. Cat Swift says cauliflower. Kenzarish says avocado.
Oh,
Ron
right.
Shep says avocado. Those were Loki's children. Ah, thank you, Ron Sheps.
Well, who was the third one? What?
Yordman,
Right, you're a monger.
Yoramunga, Hela, and Fenrir.
Right, Fenrir, right. Fenris. Right, there's Fenris and God. They're
Scott,
both big wolves. Fenris is the big bad who takes that Odin.
Scott Creighton says the camera's good now, but it seems to be affecting the audio. Voices seem to be in a strange accent.
Right. We'll get on that.
The King says, if anyone has an idea for me, message me in the Still Be Studios Facebook page.
An idea for you?
Line quick Thor avocado. I think I maybe missed a comment from that.
Alright, you missed a call.
Oh no, he says he wants to build something, but he's not sure what to do.
Alright, then you shouldn't build anything. Stop, put the tools down. Alright? There are other people who have ideas. Well, I don't know, make yourself a plague monkey. That would be nice.
Plague monkey.
Right.
I suppose plague is what I'm going to say.
Right,
Chad
wait.
Smith says, Stacey, say hello, Governor. Hello, Governor.
Right, there's like 6 phrases that us Americans know.
That is definitively one of them.
Right, yes.
Can I have this?
What?
Can I have this?
It's mine. Sure.
That matches my thing. And then I don't have to cut loops, I can just cut some of this.
It's obvious I've got way more leather bits and bobs than I need.
Right. Oops, please. There you are. Oh, wait, no,
What?
it's right there.
Right, down here.
Yeah, that, and then this one's
What?
there you are. Now you're on camera.
Right, so I used to just like pull this right on the leather, but I found that makes a dark spot.
Snarf it.
Depending upon where you put your dark spot, it's hard to
Alright.
explain. Alright.
before
all
Shannon
crumbly.
killed you.
Oh no.
No.
Say.
Say.
Chat is not moving. Are you still there?
Right. Someone say pumpkin or avocado. Sometimes I get quiet. Not you, Jen.
Chad Smith says, yes, I know what could be fun. Everyone switch accents. Shan't.
No. Right.
I've worked very hard for this one
Not at
today.
all. Like,
Right.
we just got here.
I just got here.
All right.
Unfortunately, Rue's accent is terribly sticky, and it wants to drag me into it really badly. Right, Demon says, pumpkin, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Ron Shep says, I think Rue needs to talk a little more to practice.
Right. Oh my gosh.
He does, but he's working on a lot of stuff right now. He's trying to keep concentrated.
Flying Cook Thor says, pumpkin. Cat Swift says, cauliflower again.
Anybody here allergic to shrimps?
That was the question that I just asked her a moment ago.
Right.
Alan will fall
I
on
know
that
she
shrimp
does not
grenade
like-
for you.
Sure, but I had to make sure that she was not allergic to shrimp.
Merely a distaste. Not an allergy.
Only-
Merely a distaste. Fair. Fair. Ken Zarish says, Riften or Whiterun? Shall we go for the Sorcerer's Stone or fight the Beast in Dragon Tooth Creator? Then go find the stone. Right, Demon asks, where is Rue's accent coming from?
I'm doing
His
a
mouth.
French accent. Thank you.
Oh, say that again into the...
Love drop stop.
The king says he's Dutch.
The king you are crazy.
You know what? You do sound a bit like Bath Ruth, who's very Dutch.
Cat Swift says, Alan falls into a bit of an Aussie
yeah.
speak. It's some Aussie phrases at the weirdest times. The king says, are you guys saying pumpkin to me or who? I'm sorry. Alan asked him to say pumpkin.
Oh, you're talking to the dog.
Riot Demon says, a French accent? Is that what he said? Yes.
Right.
That is what it is supposed to be.
It was great. He got here and was rough for a bit.
It's getting better.
It is.
Dan McCorson says, I can speak Minnesotan, so can Rue.
Sharon was just complimenting me on the character name that we came up with from
What is it?
Lucy and Becky.
Oh.
Jennifer Hughes says, there's nothing I hate more than the Dutch.
Very good.
Kidding, it was from a movie.
Close
Joanne
up.
Kramer says, hello there. Beth Williams says, this hick is having a hard time understanding what you're saying.
Right, that happens. Right, it does.
Sorry.
Right, because we talk very fast. Right, especially and her voice is a bit higher, so it's
Well, it used to be my job to talk fast.
all like R2D2 noises. That's what's happening.
Cat Swift says, Rue says it's French. Started out very German, then crossed over to an odd French, now it is somewhere combo-like. Cute, but odd.
Right, let's keep them guessing. That's fine too.
1980 says, imagine, if you will, an alternate dimension, much like our own, but with a slight difference.
Right.
It is fine because my character is actually supposed to be a bit French and a bit Romanian. So,
So from Romania.
it's Romanian.
Chad Smith says, are those the accent I will be using at the Ren Fair?
Right, it's to me.
Yes.
Right.
I believe this is the accent I will be using.
No.
What was that you just,
Right,
what
would-
you just said?
Right was not visited by my character. That was definitely a slip.
To right, to right.
Wasn't me.
Quite right.
Right, what was that noise you just
Quite
made?
right to me. Welcome to the Stories.
It was quite crazy.
Do not attempt to adjust your set.
Alright, and
And you're done.
I'm
You're-
done. I'm back. I'm back. It's me. I'm back.
Didn't even have to talk about the beat.
No, it's you know what? Almost all of my characters have something that triggers it. And like when I was doing Alfred the henchman, it was putting on my hood. But on my hood, I'm an accent. And with Carl, it was when I did my hair. And then do the hair, and then I'm Carl.
Jennifer Pugh says Rue is an international man of mystery.
He is indeed.
Beth Williams says Rue sounds Irish.
We'll call him a mutt. He does
I
did
not
not
sound
sound
even a
anything like
little
an
bit
Irishman.
Irish.
Well, I'm not entirely sure I can say that.
No.
Written visually in an Italian accent, in an English accent. Now he's just trying to trip me up. 1980 says, looks like the Carpathians.
Add lots to that.
They do.
I don't know who the Carpathians are. Aren't they those famous people on Instagram?
It was a
And
Kardashian.
the one had a sex tape.
Well, that narrows it down.
Right. Kim Carpathian.
You think of Kardashians
Oh, sure.
from the
Whatever.
spaceship. Yes. Catstrip says, Rue, that would be a good thing to stick with.
What am I sticking with?
Wow.
I'm
That is
just what
quite
I'm
lovely.
sticking with. Cat is picking on me again today.
What'd she do?
She's been doing it all night.
The problem is it's easy.
It is.
Yeah. You're making it effective.
Tommy, is this water?
Oh,
Yes.
Jennifer Pugh says
I need
from
a
the,
little spurt.
from the Ghostbusters painting.
Oh, he's
Cat
got me
Foot
many,
says-
many times.
French Romanian. You should stick with that.
He is. He is. That's actually what we have decided on. Because so France in the 1500s was a hotbed of werewolf and witch executions. Like something like 200,000 people were executed for being werewolves and witches.
Ike Camacho says, Rue, say R2D2. It is you. It is you. Tad Smith says, Rue, watch the Pink Panther movies. That will help you immerse yourself in the French accent.
I could immerse myself in a French accent by watching the Pink Panther movies. I can say R2D2. It is you. It is you.
1980 says, how does he not know the scourge of Carpathia?
Who said that?
1980.
Who's the scourge of Carpathia?
Ryland Chow asks, what's the preferred hotel for Transworld?
Ren used to be the Ren Grand, but it's changed names. Is it the Hilton? Hilton Grand. Hilton. Hilton. It's right across from the America Center. Look at a map and get as close to the America Center as you can.
Dave Jennings says, have you ever seen the Scottish guy try to say purple burglar alarm? That's quite funny.
No, I have not. But now I got something to do at night when I'm alone.
Second only to that is watching Germans try to say squirrel.
All right, I can see it.
Squirrel? Skrell?
Well, you got to admit, you have to admit that's a dumb word. You know?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Ike Camacho says, all are pretty much booked. Marriott is booked. Body Geek says, Marriott Grand. Cat's
Yeah,
says,
and you just got to go by the map and get the closest one you can. Normally, the hotels by the arch always have rooms.
Cat Swift says, originally I was guessing an Austrian sound, so French Romanian makes sense. Dan McCorson says, Alan, are you doing the inside a single color stain or doing the same on both sides?
I'm not doing anything on the inside. That's going to be up against me, so I'm not worried about it.
Just hidden edges.
Wait, Kat, did you suddenly say that my accent is not as terrible as you were originally making fun of me for?
Yes. See, you acknowledged that she was making fun of you, and then she felt bad, which is something I would never do. And then she backpedaled and said it was good.
Ken Zarish says, Rue, you should try to do the accent of Bricktop from the movie Snatch.
So wait to get compliments via
Wow.
extortion.
1980 says, The Sorrow of Moldavia.
Bricktop is
Moldavia?
very... Yeah, it's the British accent.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not entirely sure.
I feel like I should. 1980. You have to understand I'm about to open a museum in a couple days, and I'm getting ready for Transworld. So my brain is not where it ought to be, especially as far as pop culture references. The Tsar of Moldavia sounds like an Eastern European pop star. Like we had Britney Spears, they had the Tsar of Moldavia.
That seems correct. Their big hit song, Why God Why?
Exactly. Yes. When will it end? Who's shelling us now?
Body Geek says, Alan, you need a hobby. Too busy.
Yeah. That's what I need.
Oh.
Actually, I need time to do my hobby. I want to go fishing like crazy. Get it beat up. How about?
Okay. 1980 says, Vigo the Carpathian. Ghostbusters.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually not a big Ghostbusters fan. And here's why, before you all get mad. Ghostbusters came out when I was a kid, and I took my monsters very seriously because it was a comedy. I thought that they were making fun of people who like monsters because it was a comedy, and I'm like, no. I did come around to liking the real Ghostbusters cartoon, but yes.
Cat Swift says, as a French accent, it is so wrong. But as a combo is okay, and you're just so easy to play with. Ryland Chow says, have you ever broken out of character while scare acting or anything else?
No. I have. I've been in character at Skull Kingdom. I had my nose broken, and I stayed in character the whole time. But when I lock in a character, it's pretty locked in.
Body Geek says, oh yeah, fishing. Ike Camacho says, Alan, nothing a double meat and cheese from Whataburger can't cure.
Yeah, when I can get back on my diet, or get off my diet, I mean.
Riot Demon says, Vigo from Ghostbusters and Scourge of Carpathian. Scott Pointer says, hello, Alan and crew.
Hey, Scott.
Body Geek says, I have a virgin pond on my property that hasn't been fished in 30 years. Bait fish were jumping last night, so I think there's something in it.
Dude, I'm coming. To your property.
He's not terribly far.
No. But like literally, I'm going to go there because I'm going to look at property.
He does get a guaranteed fishing weekend with you.
Yeah. So look, adding character. I have Chance down here, and I just made. Where'd it go? Where'd it be, yo?
A bite?
You don't think it'd be like that, but it do. I just took a little bite out of it. Like what took a bite out of my leather piece? We don't know.
Probably me.
And I don't have to tell any.
Lion Cook Thor, when you invite friends to the Still Beats Live Creepers group, remind them to answer the questions so we can let them in.
Well, honestly, they don't always get the questions. That's a hard one.
When you invite people.
Yeah. And sometimes they don't care.
Yeah. Well, because it's him, we'll let some slide.
Yeah. We're not going to punch him.
Just this once.
That was a question. We're not going to punch him? Okay.
Kenzarish says, Rue, the voice of the fat Scottish character from that movie.
Get in my belly!
That's the one.
Get in my belly!
I'm not doing a
Yee.
fat Scottish character at all.
Eat pants
So
now!
why
That's a
I'm
different
very
Michael Myers
confused
movie.
as to why I should do a fat bastard.
Until I really improve my physique, all my characters are fat. Although I will say the leather is slimming.
1980 says, even a natural Brit becomes French when he bites his thumb. Or he hits his thumb.
Oh, you bite your thumb at me, sir?
Rylan Chaz says, I really don't like fishing. I don't have the patience for it.
You know what? You're doing the wrong kind of fishing. There are all kinds of different types of fishing, and some of them are quite fun.
Thank you, 964.
I don't do the fishing where you bait a hook and you stare at it for hours and hours. I don't think that's fun.
You want to get in there. Wade in.
Right. Yeah, I'm normally like in the water with the fishes. I'm hunting just as much as I am fishing.
Or review, she says, all the Scots up there is cringing.
Yeah.
Listen, I strongly
Just
suspect-
like most Australians cringe. Before he died, they cringed when you talked about Steve Irwin.
Oh, but now he's national treasure.
Right, exactly. Which he is, but truly.
Yeah.
And before that, though, all we had was Paul Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's your role model, things are wrong.
Did you make this?
What? No. I literally bought that at a Love's truck stop.
Nice.
Or a truck stop that was similar to a Love's.
I also have this. I can put on that. So that's all.
It's great. That will not be enough
Probably not.
liquid for your needs.
No. It's dainty. That's for wine.
You know what? Let's try it on again.
Do it. Body Geek says, and the Outback commercials.
We did have Outback commercials. No matter what, we'll always have our Outback.
Nice, nice, nice.
See how much nicer that was?
So much nicer.
I like the shop.
You're so mean. Then at Burton says, saltwater fishing is my jam.
Well, you know what? Why that's fun is you have no idea what's going to be on the other end of that hook. Like when you hook into something, it could be anything. I need your help. I'm getting ready to load.
Nice, nice, nice.
These stitches are quite loose.
Hey, there's another guy on this.
Just...
Enjoy your white shirt.
1980 says Yahoo Serious. Or Alfred voice from Batman says things Rish.
So Alfred from Batman is not Australian.
Ryland shouts at Dark Hour, do you have any large animatronics in the front to greet guests? If you do, how do you mount such heavy characters to a roof?
Okay. So we do have them out front to greet guests, but they're inside the building and on the ground. The same way you mount anything to a roof with bolts, and I would check with a structural engineer to make sure it can hold the weight and the motion.
Janet Burton says that looks awesome.
Nice, nice, nice.
So now I try on the belt that I made previously and the straps to know where to get that connected.
Right. Dan McCorson says Northern pike fishing and muskie fishing is awesome. It's super fun.
Yes.
1980 said that's a good squire. Am I squire?
Action.
Is that why I'm at the Monster Museum with squire?
Right. That's it.
Dan McCorson says that looks great. Kathy Coleman says that looks great. Everyone thinks it looks nice.
Okay, so I have this is belt is wanting to compress that a little bit.
Will it pop your hinges there?
What?
Will it pop your
No.
clasps? Ike Camacho says amazing. Ken Zaruch says Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was hard to say. Ray Mitchell says it's coming together, looking good. Is that strapped to your leg?
It will.
I like your lions. Yes.
The weight of the belt is held.
Yes. Hey,
Pop that little,
just kidding.
pop that Sam Brown stud on.
A bit tight.
The first hole?
You got it?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, the hole.
There we go. All right, so I need to take a little V out of this,
1980 says it looks like master combo locks.
dark
That's
that a
good.
little bit.
Just after a full night of writing our family book, I find it work. I'm used to so many Scottish phrases. Co-workers will look funny at me. They think that sleeping tweaks the brain back to old country speak. Cats
Nice,
so-
nice, nice.
That is so. Further back. There you are.
Nice, nice, nice. Just gonna be keep going for a minute.
Once for the lot is fine.
That's quite nice. One pouch. Do you have an extra belt back there?
I do, somewhere.
Do you need it?
Yeah.
Like a hand?
Now I gotta look on this side.
Oh, your leg thing is straight down.
Got it.
Nailed it.
No, I think it's fine. And I can move in it just fine too.
Bora Beauty says, I love the lions. Do you want me to do the leg as well? Or have you got it?
I've got it.
Ryland Chow says, what do you recommend for large character greeter for haunted houses?
What's your haunted house about?
Riot Demon says, will you wear a tunic under this or some other kind of shirt?
White shirt. White shirt. The white sleeves show, and then leather bracelets.
Grey House Haunt says, that looks amazing. Dan McCorson says, good night all.
Thanks, Gray.
That was Grey House Haunts,
Oh,
not Al Grey.
thanks, Gray House Haunts. Then why wouldn't a large animatronic character be a scarecrow? That'd be cool. No, just brown fabric pants. And now I have to find. Oh, look, belt pouches. That's what I need. 4 pouches.
For your other leg. I imagine leather pants would be quite hot.
And movement gets to be hard. The mobility is actually fine. I mean, I can move, quite a bit. Now, I can't pick something up off the floor normally, so that would be difficult.
Jennifer Puce, I'm going to turn in. Good night all, it was fun. Good night, Jennifer. Pew, pew, pew.
So.
Ken
What?
Zarish say night,
Like
say neat.
so-
We say neat. Riot Demon asked, did you finish your Phoenix?
No. No, it'll go in later.
Scarecrow77 says, hey everyone, been a while. Why is Alan dressed like Van Helsing?
Because I'm a monster hunter, and that means I did it right. Yes!
Good eye.
What? Is it tripod it's on?
Yes.
Go to Osborne.
There you are. Oh, it's the clamp
Yeah.
of it. The king says, Alan, you look ready for war. 1980 says, on a mountain of skulls in the castle of pain, I sat on a throne of blood. What was will be, what is will be no more. Now is the season of evil.
I got better.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, so now I have to attach these to this, so it's all piece. I attach the belt right by the split, so that it doesn't go that far. And I just buckle.
Ken Zarish is looking great, Alan.
Thank you, sir.
Great,
Great.
super. Damn it. Janet Burton says, I am amazed with the added detail you just added to your costume. Wow. Not even all his weapons.
No, I'm not near all put together
His
yet.
hat's on the ground.
All these pouches is what I was looking for.
Osbot is sideways. Gonna give him a
Little. Okay, better.
Does it bother you, the king, that he's sideways?
Dutch tilt.
Does it bother you?
Touch it?
Does it bother you when Osbot does this? Huh? Huh? Does it freak you out?
Body Geek says, I was able to trace my lineage on my father's side back to 1543, Norfolk, England. We came to the US on the Rose in 1637.
That's awesome.
Body Geek says, I wish we didn't have so many Renfests in the area, or I would start another.
But not just don't work at the one.
Okay, now I'll go to tripod. Yeah, so I have to get these guys connected.
Scott Coyner says, that is the coolest. Is it for sale?
No, it's for me. I need it.
1980 says, that costume styled in red with an EVA armor helmet would make a killer Ram Man. Perez Productions says, the movement looks great, and hello, Bug from Shadows.
There you go. I don't know if Bug knows who you are, but she's I wanna-
Shadows?
Pretend that she's nodding, and yeah, I know that person.
Hello, Bug from Shadows.
John C says it's like the villain scene from TV Batman. The king says it just messes with my head that I didn't see you straight.
All right. So I think it's because my dream again is to have a costume that I just clip. I'm out. That would be so wonderful. All this being attached together. I don't want to have to do this, twice per se. All right. This is pretty good.
It's not bad. Like your dragon scale bag.
Yeah. Detail.
And then
Now do a strap over them that holds them in. The diagonal across each one. Over the hand. Yep.
Danette Burton says, oops, gotta pop out a second. Dad's calling ALEXA. Might help with the privy.
Okay.
Ken Zarish says, we shall hunt the beasts of all night to shoot them off our secret lands.
Yes.
The king says, don't torture me. No, don't torture me, sir. I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything.
There you go. That's right.
Jordan Looper says, do I hear Stacy? You do, Jordan. Hello, darling. That's my sister.
What? That's your sister.
She's getting married. This is the reason I'm not at the Monster Museum for that one weekend.
How dare you?
we don't like you here.
That's not true. We love you.
We don't like your town.
Going back to you, though. Jordan says, hello, darling.
I shall talk to you a second time.
Body Geek says, did
There
you
we
make
go.
all the
Something with
accessories?
the French accent.
You lazy idiot.
Too right.
Body Geek says, did you make all the accessories or was it stuff you had around?
The answer is yes. It's both. I mean, I've done both. Now, this whole setup I made. But you buy little things, little unicorn bottle. What is that for? I don't even know. Little lion-headed charm over here.
Reasons. Would you like me to go to Pip? You're on the tripod camera.
Yeah, go to bed.
And you're pipped. One of them is quite close up. One of them is farther away. The king says, I'll tell you everything if you spare my life, you good sir. Jordan Looper says, yay, Stacey, I like your garb. Thank you, darling.
So normally I wear a bag with a strap across here, but these guys need to be attached. I'm going to find my fid. Do you have my fid, Rue?
No, I do not.
Not, there's probably one over here. Oh, it should be still on the table.
What time is
It is 8:52.
it? Okay, 9 o'clock.
Right.
Jordan, are you going to be at Marlena's on Friday?
To hold it in?
What?
Could I just use the piece ties to hold it in across the top?
Wouldn't it look better if you actually added a strap?
Okay, that's cool, perfect.
So if you lean over to get something,
Pull right out.
This is
I
1920 says, we're men in tights. Scarecrow says,
actually don't wear tights.
I got stockings. I'm pretty pleased about them. Scarecrow 77 says, you need a chainsaw hand and a shotgun. Riot Demon says, you made that leather work look really simple. I have a bag of random leather bits. Makes me want to explore.
Yeah, do it. Leatherwork is a lot like woodwork, actually. It's a lot of the same process. Ooh, I stabbed myself in the heart.
Jordan Looper. No tights? Never?
No, you don't want this. And I'm married now, so there's no reason to show off my Stillwalker bum.
I'm just going to
You should have said that before I put in the rivets.
It's a whole new strap. Don't use the old rivets.
Chad Smith
This
says,
needs to go from exactly where the rivets are.
would it be cheating to use small pieces of Velcro to affix the straps to the vest?
Velcro will not hold. This stuff weighs a ton.
Jordan Looper, we are working at the Mythical Monster Museum.
Real Monster Museum, thank you very much.
The name of it is called the Mythical Monster Museum. I didn't make the banner. But yes, we will be going together. Alan says, Karen says, Alan, how hot will that outfit make you while you're performing?
Not that bad. I'm pretty used to it. And leather actually isn't nearly as hot as like synthetic fabrics. So, you know.
Cat Swift says, love it. Wouldn't it look better if you did it with straps? Translation, Rue, make the straps.
Make straps for Okay.
Not bad.
I'm not gonna say who, but somebody might need help getting out. We'll see.
Had to help you get it on. I'll have to get you off of it as well.
I will not say anything.
Slight phrasing change. Oh, don't. No.
Where's my battery?
Don't do it. It's hidden for a reason.
You stole my
I
battery.
did not. Pro77 says, who's reading?
Go to Ozbot while I'm gone.
I stole the battery off the charger.
You have a battery over there?
I have a battery.
Scarecrow77, it's me, doing a terrible English accent. Body Geek says, do you have problems with wasps and mice in the museum? I've wondered about that with
Yes.
what I'm doing.
Yes, I do. Especially when you don't go there for a year.
I had to pull the carpet out of our upstairs resting area, and it was miserable. Right, Lena said, if you sweat in the leather, well, wouldn't it conform better anyway?
Worst game ever.
Riot Demon says, if you sweat in the leather, wouldn't it conform better anyway?
Yes, it does. We'll go ahead and go to Pit.
Why are you doing so much things?
Which side is your heart on again? It's your left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm not done the paper side.
Not your friend. Not friend.
Ken Zarish says, you have to use rivets, right, Alan?
I
Josh
should
New-
use rivets or lacing. Yeah.
Riot Demon. Oh, yeah. That's that already. Josh Newman says hi. Scarecrow77 says, you had me convinced. So why?
We are well, some of us are practicing for the Renaissance Festival we're about to work.
Tina Kusiak says, Alan, stop. Ah! Flora Beauty says, they were prepared and were saving you from yourself, Alan.
Do I make you nervous?
Jordan Lupus says, are you drilling while it's attached to your body?
No, that wasn't me. That was Rue's doing that. You saw me get out of it, into it. You want to see me get out of it and then into it again? I don't think you do.
Scarecrow77 by the way. Chad Smith says, Stacey, any word on the creeper meetup at Transworld? And then we think Friday? We have to pick a restaurant that won't already be inundated.
Get to work.
A night without things going on already.
There isn't one of those.
You see, it's going to be an
Things that
unofficial.
we're actually doing.
Ezekiel says, hope there's a cheeseburger pocket. Casper says, danger, Mr. Bill, danger.
I
Only
am
Alan
sure
would
he
use
has
the
a
drill
cheeseburger pocket.
into his chest. Greyhouse Haunt says, yes, safety first, as always. Safety third.
Maybe fourth.
Body Geek says, next up, Alan demonstrates how to use a skill saw on an item you're wearing.
Bug, come here.
Riot Demon says, turkey leg holster.
Pat, go through that hole. I can't see it.
Turkey leg holster.
Working on
Ryland Chow says, if y'all do want to go to Transworld, now is the time. Round flights only cost $154.
Wow. Because no one wants to go to St. Louis. Thank you.
Ken Zarish says, a pouch for his sweet roll. Jordan Looper says, oh hell yeah, I could go for a turkey leg holster. Give me two. Did that line up?
I drilled it. I marked it while it was on.
And then you shifted. Be for a decorative bevel.
Well, no. It's going through those holes. It's going through those holes. That's what's happening.
Ron Sheps says, do you iron your clothes while wearing two?
Only when I'm running late.
Short answer is 4.
Religious belts. Mixed belts. Scarecrow 77 says, I used to love the Renaissance Fair. I used to dress like a pirate. Ezekiel,
Why is it
like he's ever ironed anything.
Ezekiel truly knows me. He's right. So yeah, I want this to go on. But one of the main issues with highly detailed costumes of any variety is that they require layers. All detail in anything is achieved through layers. So, making a costume, that means it has to go on in layers.
Chad Smith says, there are plastic resin that I can paint with spray paint or acrylics that will bind to it.
Well, Chad, spray paint in your mold first. Spray paint auto body primer spray into your mold. Then pour your resin. And then it'll bond to the liquid resin and pull it out of the mold, and there's your base coat.
Ken Zarish says, you're not a Harry, are you, wizard?
Pretty hairy. That's just lining these up with where they go. Tying off.
It's good.
And it's awesome.
It's ready, well, food on a stick.
Right. It's the theme of the night. She made shrimp kebabs and chicken kebabs. And some vegetables that no one will eat.
I
No
might eat a
one
vegetable.
likes vegetables.
I like vegetables. Body Geek says, I thought the key to painting anything was to spray it with contact cement.
Almost.
But realized there's vegetables, so she had to go get some.
Those are spiked vegetables. They don't count.
I'm full of spite. It's great.
I know. Okay.
Chicken is
I have to eat more chicken. Osbot.
There we are.
You said chicken.
Mike Camacho says, got my paint and extra goodies today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shannon.
Awesome. I will tell her you said thank you.
Still probably have at least one paint pouring party in our future.
Oh yeah.
Paint pouring party.
Okay.
Ryland Channel says, doesn't Trans World members get free entrance to darkness?
No. No. Larry at the Darkness does nothing for free. Like, he doesn't do that.
That is one of the events, though.
I don't know if they're doing a Darkness tour.
Maybe not.
I don't know. There's a lot of extra events, but they normally cost more. They are extra events.
Scarecrow77 says, I missed the past few live shows. I assume that you showed how you make that getter.
I made a lot of it
Quite a bit.
on Monday.
Chad Smith says, we had asparagus tonight. It was so good. Getting the full gamut of food words tonight.
Someone gives it to me, I will, and I know you like it, I will give it to you.
Jake Farmer says, City Museum. I would very much like to go to that again. Jake Farmer, are people enjoying your dolls?
What?
His new panel drop-in thing.
Did he reveal those yet?
On Facebook.
Okay, I haven't seen
On
that,
YouTube.
so. Yeah.
Body Geek says they are doing a Six Flags tour. Ezekiel says, will it have matching assless charts? Chats? Chats.
Aren't,
Charts.
aren't
Jake
all
Farmer says
chats
Stacey
that
do more
way?
English. I'm working on it. This is as English as I can get right now. Chad Smith says Larry says he might do a tour if there was enough interest, but he didn't sound too keen on it.
Just point my leather work. Giving up. But these two are attached here, and then I need to get them attached down here. And I have to attach the back.
Ken Zarish says everything's immortal till you figure out how to kill it.
Jake, you are exactly opposite. The Southern English accent is way more snotty, as you say, than the Northern. Northern is Yorkshire, Cockney. That's all. That's north, and then London is south. So flip it.
Jake, I tried. I really did. This is apparently the only English accent I'm capable of sustaining currently.
So, Bobby Verichak, how do I say that? Verichak, thank you very much for joining us live. This is a weird live because I'm working on, obviously, leather work. I stained this vest tonight. We're getting all this put together. So,
Scarecrow77 says Stacey just once give me a good morning 007.
if go ahead.
Good morning 007.
If chaps are not assless, then they're pants. That's how that works. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us.
Bobby Verichak.
And
says,
Stacy should give you a Beastman fist bump for joining us on a live show. On a live show.
we do not normally sound like this.
No, we don't normally sound like. Well, yes, I sound like I normally
As
sound.
the royal we. Ezekiel says Cockney Eastlander. I tried for the Yorkshire. It's too hard. With 3 days of lead time, this is as good as it gets.
Well, that's not bad. It's say the first word with an accent, say the last word with an accent, hope for the best in the middle. That's what you do.
Have a battery left.
Yes.
Shot. Scarecrow77 says, good morning, Miss Moneypenny. Good night, Horror Beauty. Says, thank you all. Fun night.
Good night.
Jake Farmer says, my British RP has gotten pretty good over the year. Jake is who brought that game, right?
Yeah.
How heavy is that?
That game is printed or
Jordan Lucas. At first he's
There.
drilling into his chest, and now he's cutting into his chest. Yes, it is.
This is some of it. Not all of it.
Oh,
It's a lot of beef. The artist formerly known as beef.
Kenzarich sent a fist bump as well.
Hooray! Hey, Rue. You get that done.
Nice mind right.
Oh, you trying to do 2 straps at the same time? Okay.
There's seven studs.
Okay. All right, I need to grab a soda for my beverage. Rue, show them what you're working on.
I don't have a camera near me.
Oh, please. Here you are.
Hello everyone, I am working on a poster for my...
That's not
I'm
that
going to
bad.
put you on the tripod camera.
Oh, I'm not actually...
I'll never tell.
Not on to myself. Okay, I'm working on a poster system
Don't
for
look
my...
Stream sound quality is great, by the way.
my
Also,
setup work. This is how I'm doing.
Hey, Rob.
hello. Riot Demon says, food on a stick. You guys are already getting ready for fair food.
Shall go this way.
Ta-da!
Does this still do it?
Looks very nice.
Picture. Going to take this as the latest to use. Cut off the strap carefully. Try not to cut totally into this.
Right, Camacho says, looks really cool, Rue. Riot Demon says, looks great, Rue. Kenzarich says, wicked, Rue.
Yo. Actually, I'm contemplating a lot on doing this, so it's, I'm sorry if I'm not quite as chatty as you might think I shall be. Sure.
Bobby Veritek says, great job, looks really real. What to do?
Since I'm planning to use 7 round studs backwards,
Oh,
there is going to be flathead screws facing the wrong. Okay. Probably the same way.
you could put some epoxy on the outside.
The back of the epoxy covering the screw.
Build your own dome rivets. Kenzarich says, Rue, who's going chicken hunting, we's going chicken hunting. Jordan Looper says, are y'all working with actual leather or is it a different material? I imagine the leather gets a bit musty outside.
Kenzarich. I am not an ICP fan, but I do know what you're talking about.
Jordan, we are in fact using actual leather. It breathes better than synthetic. But to be fair, anything is going to be warm out there. We are just prepared to sweat.
Shall just be part of what we do.
Doggo cam. They don't know that I'm not going to give them any of this chicken.
So, Rue, what I can afford, this is a $20 bag of gears. Open it up and look at how many gears are in there.
Right,
Go
Demon.
to tripod for me.
Right, Demon asks, how hot is Texas and how hot will it be in the dead of summer?
Texas is very hot.
It will be quite warm.
Anything between.
Jordan says, oh my god, the pups. It is Cerberus.
They will all be gone.
Yeah, $20.
Every lot.
In here is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 gears in here for $20. So these gears, about, yeah, a bag for $20. That this many gears. And out of the bag, it's that many gears.
Resurrected costumes says popular. Kenzari says there are the beast fowls. Jordan Lucas says Texas is 95 to 105 during peak.
We did have a few years back, 100 days in a row of over 100 degrees. 100 days in a row. That's 3 months.
Jordan says but it's a humid heat, so it feels worse. Christina Mante Ooh. Says hello. Body Geek says, oh,
Christina, it's been a while since you've been on. Hello.
welcome back. You get a fist bump. A fist bump. Fist bump. That's what you think.
It's funny.
I blame you.
It is a feast. Oh,
They got to. Hi.
Scarecrow 77 says, are those made of floor mat foam?
get one.
Scarecrow 77 says, are those made of floor mat foam?
Yes. Yes.
Jake Farmer says magical. Lewis McLand says, what are the gears for?
We're selling them. A bag of gears like that for $20.
Christina Mante says, I know, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, we missed you.
Angie Rogers says, hi all.
Hello, Angie. Want to pip it?
Cheerio.
Hey, bring back the French.
There you are.
I'm still here on the bench.
Would you like-
French accent?
Oh,
I'm just playing with the
there you are.
Okay.
Scented.
keep sharing
Christina Mante asks, how's it going? Ellen and wife?
French
Not wife.
Shannon's not here right now. She's at the house. Stacy is here. Rue is here. Rue's girlfriend Bug is here, and Stan is here in the other room. We are making the things.
More important things. It peed on me.
What did?
That dog.
Oh, yeah. Gross.
I know. Lewis McLand says, okay, good.
Okay, so that's nice.
Cena Mante says, no wife today. Sad.
We're still married. She's just not with us. She hasn't died, like no longer with us. She's just not in the room.
Chopped liver.
She will not escape that easily. Okay, Stacy, I need your Well, you know what? I'm going to take these wires down first.
I support this.
Then I'm going to need help.
Ezekiel says, hello, Rue's girlfriend. Custom Corpses says, good evening, guys. Alan, I'm excited to inform you I have figured out really cool reflective eyes, but I'm not sure if I want to make a YouTube video on it because I might sell them. Any
Okay.
advice?
No.
Kenzie says, hello, Stan and Rue girlfriend. Bobby Veracek says, thanks. Say hello, Stan.
Hello, Stan. Hi, everybody.
Do you have cool socks on today, Stan?
I do.
It looks like he does.
Sock camera.
I have
There you are. Oh, wait.
metallic blue with the orange geckos.
Are they both the same?
They are both the same. I'm not that wild.
What's up? Why is your heel yellow? It's just a weird yellow heel. Okay.
Yeah, it on the bottom is like purple and those.
It's like a train track. So you're continually running over geckos.
Swift. Does she know she's Rue's girlfriend? Some very strange looks when he said that. Again, Rue is so easy to play. Christina Mante says socks. Ezekiel Bradshaw says Stan socks.
She found out today.
Surprise!
Ta-da!
We had a party planned. They blew it on the live stream. What am I going to do with all these balloons?
Hi.
Christina Mante says I've missed the socks. Ryan Jenkins says socks Stan.
Socks,
Yeah,
Stan.
Ron Shep says what's Stan's accent?
Uh, Pants? No.
Oh, Stan, me.
Oh, Jordan. Jordan, only for Stan's socks. He has fancy socks, and we like them. Just a beat, I didn't know that would be this
I
kind of
think I can show them off in a minute. You live in the back room.
Kenzie says sock gang, sock gang.
Hey, we're trying to get that super chat money any way we can.
That's right.
Right.
If we got to shoot Stan's feet longer than we need to get some super chat going,
Now
then that's what
accepting
we're going
tips
to do.
for Stan's socks.
Right.
Still beast after
And if you don't want to see Stan's feet, you could also just super chat us and we won't show them anymore.
Oh, no.
Today.
Sarah R says hi, Stan.
Hi, Sarah, how are you?
There you go. Hello?
Hold on a second.
You don't need to concentrate on that.
I actually
Me.
really do.
Jordan Lupus says I'm crying. Custom Corpses says I guess I was wondering if you know if anyone is using or making the reflective eyes. Oh, and I will share the secret to them with you. Okay.
Okay. A lot of folks do LED eyes, so there's not a lot of reflective eyes out there. So if it's a nice, new, novel thing, it could be very successful.
Jordan Lupus says please show more socks.
Tune in next week.
Jake Farmer says what is super chat?
Leave them longer so that you can easily get them on. Now you got to dig and stuff.
Jake Farmer asks
And
what
never
is
coming
super
off.
chat?
What?
What is super chat?
So super chat is, there should be like in your chat thing, there should be a little way to give me money. And it's just a way for people to give money. Maybe they want to sort of support the channel.
Jake says, do you have to tip tokens or something?
You can, there's also like super stickers that you can do. If you want to like pin a comment so that your comment stays up there a long time, then you pin it with super chat. The more money that goes into super chat, the longer that comment stays up at the top of the stream.
Christina Mante says, all right, so question for Alan. I'm thinking about getting stilts. What brand is the cheapest but good?
No. I mean, it's that's like asking, you know, what car is cheap but good. Good stilts aren't cheap. That's just how it is. So I would highly recommend you maybe save a little longer and just get a good pair of stilts.
Ron Shep says, OnlyFans stands socks. Ryland Chow says,
Only stands.
Only stands.
Only stands.
Ryland Chow says, I want to get a large character for my haunt from Scare Factory, but I heard that they don't respond well to emails/phones and their products don't age well.
Don't. That's my advice. Are you a certified welder? If you are a certified welder, then you could consider that purchase.
Ken Zarish says, what colors make brown?
Can you afford to never see that money again?
Ken Zarish says, what colors make brown?
So if you look at the color wheel, any two colors opposite each other will make a color in the brown family. Yeah.
Sarah R says,
So
fine.
blue and orange make a brown. Red and green make a brown. Yellow and purple make a brown. So there's a bunch of flavors of browns.
Cat Swift says Super Chat is YouTube's donation option, but they take 30%. Better option: become a Patreon or donate through PayPal. Alan
Correct.
gets much more of the money.
Correct.
Jordan Looper says, are y'all on Patreon? Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are, absolutely.
Patreon.com/StiltBeastStudios.
Right. We are there.
Jake Farmer says, give Alan money? Joanne Crowley says, stand in his socks.
Jake works with me at dark hour, so.
Scarecrow77 says, can you get away with painted socks?
Okay, so. Boy. Painter stilts exist, but they are. Let's talk brands, because there's some that are. There are $100 stilts on eBay that I don't think anybody should wear ever, because they just crumble, they fold. They're terrible. But, you know, at the same time, there are other brands of drywall stilt are actually really nice. So it all depends on which ones.
Christina Mante says, purple and yellow. Angie Rogers says, I ordered a life-size doll, about 800, was on sale.
Okay.
Langford Thor says, red and green. Angie Rogers says, we're going to dress her up and make her a decoration. Tenzarish says, Jake from State Farm.
I know of some dolls that cost $800, but
We're not talking about
happy Halloween to me.
Custom Corpses says, what comes to mind is if you're on a haunted hayride and let's say your props or masks have those eyes. I also want to make them blink. Maybe we can collaborate with this. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're doing it. Hand me that battery.
Body Geek says Red Green Show was the best. Is this the only battery?
They can't find you handsome. At least they can find you handy.
Riot Demon brings up a very good point, which is that we sell stilts on the website.
I do, but I don't like to lead with that. That's not me. I do sell stilts. I sell the only kind of stilt that I think are. I sell the kind that I think are the best. I've been stilt walking for money since 1995.
Thank you, Scott Coulthard, for posting on our Patreon. Jordan, there is the link for you. Custom Corpses is very old technology from the 1930s.
Cool. Morris.
Christina Mante says, what is your preferred scare, Alan? Stilt walker, slider, or haunt walker?
Oh, I prefer to be inside the haunt. That's my favorite. But when it comes to getting attention for the haunt or promo events, nothing beats still walking, because you're wearing a portable stage. The other side of that is true. If you don't have any business being on stage, then you don't have any business being on stilts.
Angie Rogers says she was American made, and that was the best about it.
Maybe the second best.
What do you have? What is I feel like this used to be an eye of some kind.
Garbage. Christina Mente says, should I try stilts?
Sure. I mean, if you work in a haunt, I mean, it adds value to what you can bring to a haunted house or whatever. Do you want to try stilts? Do it. Heck yeah. But don't buy a pair of $99 stilts, because what's going to happen is they're going to bend on you, and that could really hurt. I also don't recommend magnesium stilts.
Totally different.
Right. did on.
Stacy, do you have more of the cut board?
Yeah.
Yes. I think the board on this looks absolutely terrible.
Angie Rogers says, how's your monster hunting outfit coming, Rue?
It is coming.
Body Geek says, I got my stilts from Alan.
Forgot you got stilts, that's right. Okay, now this side isn't really going anywhere.
Christina Mante says, I've tried sliding, but one of my knees is busted because I have been careless my first few 18 years of life.
Okay.
My few 18 years of life.
I too have made excellent choices.
Angie Rogers says, dang, that looks awesome, Alan.
Thanks. We're getting there.
Very
Oh, I forgot to do something. Stacy,
Yes,
cut me. Should be a straight line, like etched
Etched.
from here straight down.
gotcha.
Cut that from the bottom up. I'll walk over there and show you, Rob.
I'm gonna catch a new shirt now.
How close are you to the top of that line?
Pretty close. There.
Okay, I'm going to show Rob.
Christina Mante says, are those the doggos? Yes. Resurrected costumes. Oh, it's showing Rob. Ezekiel says, busted ankles, jaws, wrists, play contact sport, they said. Angie Rogers says, you look nice too, Stacey. Thank you. I'm working on it.
It's hard to do because it's reversed. So I'm trying to go the wrong direction with everything because the video is reversed.
Do you do the other side as well?
Yeah. Now, see where the line ends here. Just leave that cut that we worked to preserve.
This is so thick. I'm awfully near you with cutting implements for you to be making those kind of jokes.
Don't laugh. I registered my podcast today.
Did you?
I did.
What is it?
It's where you speak into the microphone for a while. People listen. How close are you?
Close. That's quite thick. There we are.
Okay. But now I can just, and it'll cinch up a little bit.
Right. Bobby Veracek says super cool buttons. Great detailing. Resurrected says those are lovely. John Luper says, I know this is supposed to be about art, but the dogs are really stealing the show. They are too cute.
Just lay there.
Custom Corpse says, I'll send you an email on this truck and I can't wait to see take them to the next level.
Okay.
Trick on this trick. Ezekiel says, that looks sus.
Yeah, well,
Where's Gray?
there were scissors.
Ezekiel said?
He is a 12-year-old.
He's aware.
This makes sense.
Do one more hose. We'll just make that one a bit bigger. Caniswips, trusting boss. Stacy could be a good time to ask for a raise. While I've got you here,
Here,
in
just-
stabbing range.
There we go.
Scarecrow, so it's a radio broadcast over the internet, but that's not important right now.
Right.
Did you see
The name of it is Better Living Through Monsters.
pictures of those?
Oh, actually, they're quite stabbing. Yeah, deputy. Well,
My goal is to not do that. I just want to be able to find it. Ain't it? Find the loophole.
Can you assist me?
after your gal, scissors. I was thinking, oh, don't ask for a raise in that position. Kevin Donovan says, is your accent Yorkshire or Sussex? Eh? Question mark? It is. It's the one that's coming out of my mouth.
It's very much not Yorkshire.
Definitively. Jordan Lupus says, all right, I'm headed out and off to bed. Have a lovely stream, guys. Good night,
Breathing is
Jordan.
fine. It's actually not that tight. What is difficult is getting that Sam Brown stud, that hand seeing. Oh, it's reversed. So this hand should be looking for stuff.
Resurrected costume says generic posh. Yes, that's pretty much what we're going
Posh Spice. That's it.
for. Mm-hmm. Whatever the guy from the Magnus Archive is, I'm aping his accent directly.
It doesn't even help to get close to the camera because it's so reversed.
Oh no! Camera down. Did it unplug? No. Oh wait, it's on the Wi-Fi anyways. Ezekiel says it's an English accent. Yes. This is the. I've been working on this for a solid 2 days. 3 days since Monday. Whatever. Ezekiel says I like that. Angie says I like that a lot. Resurrected costume says I've fainted. Kevin Donovan says, are you putting me on? No.
Remember, most Texans think they don't have an accent. Well, you sound
That's his
different. with
crosswalks
that.
say y'all.
What's that?
Your crosswalks say y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't they? This is Texas. Okay. So where I attach them is good.
Custom Corpse says, I'm going to have to watch how you made that. It's crazy cool.
It's just leather. I just, traced out a leather vest basically.
Ken Zaruch says, Alan, it looks great, and good night, fam.
Figured out where I want the closures. This is a little weird. I don't like this.
The bubble.
This is for a Renaissance festival where I own a mythical monster museum. So this is to be a monster hunter at the Monster Museum.
That's what all of these are for. Boris. Calm down.
Okay. I really need to get out of this, but leave it exactly here. Or you could just drill through it while it's on me. Just stop before it hits me
Do you
too
have a
much.
piece of wood I could slide up underneath? Like a paint stick.
I've got it.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Christina Mantay says, I've never broken a bone after smacking my face on the pavement, falling down some steps, and falling on a knee with a torn meniscus twice. Kevin Donovan asks, which Renfest is it?
It is Scarborough. Oh, that tickles.
Remember, Remember, he is your friend, not your smart friend. Scarecrow 77 says, time to talk about that race again.
Okay, and then this one over here. Boy, it's so hard to do this when it's reversed. It's not like a mirror, you know what I mean?
Resurrected costumes. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Yeah, let's go closer to the front. Right. There.
Custom Corpses says, I have noticed you guys don't really have a strong Southern accent, but I'm hearing a British accent tonight.
Yeah, we're practicing for the Renaissance stuff.
Why, thank you. Thank you, Scott
Well,
Colart.
that's definitely, I'm going to reverse it. That's what's
Ezekiel says, are you holding that spot to stop the leaky?
That's right, yeah. Psh, psh, psh. That's what happens then.
Bobby Barachek says, oh my god, you need closed captions stating, don't try this at home, kids.
I did that safety video for you, not
Watch
for me.
the safety video. Ray Mitchell says, try what at home? Don't we all drill our clothes?
This will be good, Rue.
Gregory Haynes says, this doesn't look good at all.
What could possibly go wrong? That's has been said.
Angie Rogers says, got super hot here today. Worked on the Monster Pond some. I got a lot done today.
This will go on this shoulder.
So round.
Yes, I want it round.
Body Geek says, I'm surprised Kat hasn't fainted with all the safety going on in the shop tonight. Christina Mente says, sigh. Alan, the first the knives that one time, now you've a drill and you use it on yourself. Dead End Yard Heart says, what dates is the Renaissance Festival? I haven't been there in years.
Starts April 10th, and it goes every weekend until Memorial Day.
Boris. Oh, Bella. No.
Bella, no.
Sean Regal says, someone needs to message Shannon. Tell her to
Bella.
take out that
No.
extra life insurance policy. Bella. Oh.
Okay.
Custom Corpses says that best looks bulletproof.
It's probably whack with a stick proof.
Cheney.
That's delicious. What?
Holden?
Shoulder
like-
piece.
It looks like pregnancy.
Probably shouldn't be biting that fish.
Oh, my money be on that.
Bella, I still see you chewing on it.
Scarecrow
Yes.
77 says, wow, that looks badass. Kevin Donovan says, any former monsters from Dark Hour going to Renfest?
Oh, they're out there every weekend almost.
Oh no, Othbot is off in the distance. Cat Swift says, he's driven me to drinking shots tonight. Dead in Yard Heart says, Alan's armor is looking badass.
Can't blame me for that, cat.
Resurrected Costume says, so did Realms buy your big Krampus puppet?
No.
Hey, hey, hey. Yes. Christina Mante says, I feel so bad for people who try to say my last name. Just think of it like Mantai. That's how it's pronounced. Sorry.
This side's clear.
Good night, Ike Camacho. Custom Corpses says, okay, we need to get all of you guys using that cool accent.
Yeah. Right, well, it's not all going to be the same accent. It's going to be different, right? Because my accent would be, I've got a deeper voice. I've always thought it was tough to sound, hard to sound tough when you with an accent.
Dana Burton says, yes, we're still live. I thought I missed the end.
No, we are still going. We got about 15 minutes. Rue is getting dressed up in his fancies. And I'll be shortly behind him. I'm going to dig through a tub real quick first.
Christina Manti says, it's okay, it's German. A lot of people get it wrong.
This is what I wanted. It's a rivet. Rivet.
Ezekiel says the hounds look even bigger now. So it's been a while since I've seen them.
Yeah, they're good at getting bigger.
Angie Rogers says, hi, sweet doggos. Cat Swift says, I imagine Friday night would be crazy. It was last minute stuff, so no live stream?
Probably not. I'll probably be down at the Monster Museum. Till the hours of weed. Do I have any Chicago screws in my little kit? Sure. There's one around here.
Chain.
These are one. Okay. I has me some line rivets. Rivets come in different lengths. These are longs. If I'm going through a lot of leather.
Resurrected Costume says, Rue, is your belt leather too?
It is.
He meant we.
The royal we.
Not just leather. It's like a fun roller coaster.
Ryland Chow asks, does Dark Hour have any Scare Factory products?
Dude, we have one. We have one Scare Factory product.
Noise.
Good night, Scarecrow 77.
Rue, can I see that hammer? Okay. Thanks.
Christine Manti says, okay, happy to see you guys, but I gotta go. Going on a trip tomorrow, I have to get stuff ready. Custom Corpses says, hey, Alan, I use iMovie for video editing. How do you speed up the videos in spots like you do?
I don't use iMovie. I don't know. I use a program called Power Director. I use a program called Power Director, and that is how I do my videos.
The thing is dragging.
Now we try and do this. Is it first time getting all garbed up?
For the most part,
Where's your hat?
it should have arrived today.
Gotcha.
I was waiting on it and it did not show up before I left.
Goodbye, Christina Mintai.
No.
I don't know if it works on Apple or not. I have all non-Apple devices. Apple likes to stay weirdly proprietary, so they don't play well with others. Okay, let's see how that did. Definitely feels like it's more one piece. That was easier to get on. Yeah, I'm sure. Like speeding up is like a basic tenet of yeah, we could use that in any video editing software. Finding out how. Time when me and Shannon only had one computer, and I would edit YouTube Wednesday videos on her Apple. I use iMovie. Pretty easy. Legal, I assume you're an Apple guy. Okay, now this is like so much closer
You
here.
wanna say it? Stacey?
Was so hard to do watching in reverse.
Ezekiel says he's yes, an Apple guy. Apple guy.
Oh, they're way back here. There's keepers right here to hold these up front, but I need to attach these up front too. See it? There it is. Has to go through.
Custom corpses as well. I'm forced to use Apple because I'm a DJ. It's the most stable when it comes to music and videos.
Nothing wrong with Apple. Different flavor. Those cuts allow the armor to really flex forward a little bit. Nice.
The King says, I'll see y'all later. Hope you have a great rest of your nights. Love you all, including the creepers.
Good night, the King. Okay, that was easier to buckle. Having a hard time finding the belts, so I got to attach those close. Not a bad first weekend bit of effort. A little forward, so this would not be on center. I have room here for stuff. Okay, but I don't have to do that first weekend. I just have to be dressed and ready. Okay.
Put some straps in there. Janet Burton says, Rue, you look very dapper, and I'd hire you to slay my monster. Awesome, guys. I really enjoyed seeing these costumes come to life.
Yeah, we are getting close to the end of the evening. Rue, how you feeling?
Feeling like I need to get my harness done.
Which harness? Oh, gotta do some straps.
Captain Corpse says, hey, I'm down with anything that gets the job done. I truly don't favour anything when it comes to computers. I think they all have their strengths and their weaknesses.
Do I want all of this underneath of that?
Oh,
That much better.
Samantha Surovec says, what kind of shirt and pants are going with the autumn vest, or is that the next slide?
No, I won't have another live. I'm not live Friday. And I'll probably end up adjusting my schedule back to 2 lives a week instead of 3. Just because of how my life is.
Resurrected says, Stacy, what is your character? I'm also a monster hunter.
Yes, we are all monster hunters. Yeah, it doesn't hurt anything.
Swift says, Alan, it could be a possible cod piece.
No, it couldn't. Family show, Cat Swift. Family show. And I'm a yeoman, and yeomen are not as into giant cod pieces as you might think.
Ryland Chow says, how would I mount heavy characters on top of slipped house roof?
Boy, I'm a little reluctant to even tell you that because, like, is this your house you're talking about? Yeah, I don't want that kind of responsibility. Your roof is not meant for any kind of load. So I'd be very careful with what you do in those terms.
Custom Corpses says, looks cool the way you're curling.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice piece. I think it's a little overkill. You think? And I'll have to modify it a bit before I put it on. And I don't necessarily like all this.
Interior fur.
That's just going to add heat. And it'll make it smell bad. Because fur, when it gets hot and sweaty, does not smell good. This was from my buddy Anthony, who came out and helped the first year of the Monster Museum. The first year of the big Monster Museum. So really the second year we built the whole building. And the last day, he said, screw this. And he unhooked everything and he threw his costume down in a pile. And I thought he was going to come back and get it. No, he just walked away from all of it. He's like, I'm done, I'm out. And so when I came back for Halloween, some pieces were okay. They've been out in the weather for months. So yeah, this was saved from that time.
Ryland Chow says, how about mounting heavy characters to archers? Instead, how would I create that arch?
I mean, that's just a construction technique. You've got this, man. Just look at how stage trusses are built. Look at how any kind of truss is built. And do that.
Ezekiel says, and cod pieces are for 80s headbands.
That too. That's already killed. Wait a minute. trick is getting high enough. And I'll take off this lion and reattach the lion through it. Hey, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I really the armor really high. Yeah, just you know, anything you do that's attached to weight and people are under it, it's bolt it through whatever you're attaching it to. Don't screw it down. Bolt it all the way through. Big bolt head, nut on the bottom. And actually, I'm forgetting Bob's last name right now. What's Bob's name? Who makes the Kowal? Bob Kowal. Yes. He makes really big stuff. So Rylan, send me a message. Send me a message, and I will tell you.
Amy Reed asks, are y'all required to cover visible tattoos at Scarborough?
Amy knows, she works there. What is that? What kind of leading question is that, Amy? I don't know. I don't have any tattoos. So, I don't know. I've avoided that problem my whole life. I've lived my whole life for this moment. I don't have any tattoos. I could be naked and still meet the requirements. Except I would need a hat, obviously. That's in the book. But yeah, I think we have to cover tattoos. Rue, don't we have to cover tattoos?
We do have to cover tattoos.
Yeah.
Are you going to wear a scarf?
I am. Wear a scarf.
Well, we all have to wear masks.
Right.
So he'll just incorporate his mask into covering his money dollar neck tattoos.
Are you required to? Everyone else is, but you are special.
I'll have a hat. I'll have a hat.
Do not be naked.
I
do
guarantee
not.
nothing.
Do not.
All right, so this is a good knife. I think it's gonna go on my back. Speed back. Oh, have to be really high.
Quite high.
Like that high.
So you're right on the button.
There's come to a point where you can't add more weapons you can possibly draw. Okay, gang, we are at 10 o'clock. Rue is still hammering, however. I'm going to grab Stan. Stan? Come say goodnight, Stan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. It'll come together. It'll come together in the end.
You're all in leather.
I am all leathery.
I haven't had a frog yet, so I'm just talking to do about.
You look good in these.
Stan, you want to say goodnight?
Good night, everybody.
Rue, you want to say goodnight?
Good night, Rue.
Bug,
Good night, Rue.
say goodnight. Stacy,
Good
you
night.
say goodnight, Rue. Okay,
Good night, Rue.
Great.
Wait, what?
hey, don't do that. All right, so are you at the button? You have to remind her. So guys, you guys are awesome. I know we're really off brand these past couple nights, but I have this work to do. There's a reason why you got a unicorn horn for YouTube Wednesday on my other channel. Because I needed to make one in the time that I had. I'm like, I'll just make that the project. So it's a little off brand. Thanks for hanging out with us. But hopefully it was also a little bit of fun and you get to see new stuff. Maybe my COVID viewers who we picked up will like the costuming stuff. And we might do a little bit more of this, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Trying times. The world is, we're adjusting to, it's not life after COVID, but some people are acting like it's life after COVID. COVID's still around. Be nice. If there is a chance for you to be nice, take it. Because it's not worth it. What are we angry about? It's really not a big deal. If a situation angers me, one of the things that I do is I back up. I look at it from further away. I back up, I look at it further away. If I go high enough up, then the world is blue, the world is green, and there's clouds. And whatever I'm doing, whatever made me mad just then, doesn't matter. It's so small. But I'm in there, and then I come back, and then just relax. Get a chance to be nice. Be nice. You guys are awesome. Go make stuff.
Make that.